Okay. Okay. All right. It is Sunday. It is football. It is week 1. It is September 10th, 2023. And yes, we had Thursday, but today is the real season opener. Football is for Sundays, and today is that day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another season. If you've been with me for a long time, if you are new to the channel, obviously hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. Also, subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications, and way you don't miss the stream. You're rocking with your boy Jay. We do this Monday, Thursday night. 3 games on Sunday. That is the schedule. Today, I will be streaming your 49ers and the Steelers, followed by the Eagles and the Patriots, and then Sunday night, your Cowboys and your Giants. I'm here for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for a good time and a long time. Shout out to all you guys. Much love to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers, as we prepare to get started. Eric says your voice is better. Eric, I've been working through it. I still got the remnants, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. Rhino says, Jay, were you able to get that? Yes, Rhino, I was. I responded to you. I didn't know if you got it or not, but I did. I do thank you for that. It is much appreciated. Shout out to you, Big Ron. Much love. I'll bring out Ric Flair just for you, sir. Shout out to you, Big Ron. Much love. Thank you for the support. Let's keep it going. All right, Ryan, you are a liar. That is not true. As we prepare to get started, ladies and gentlemen, we got your 49ers and the Steelers coming up next. Jonas says, Bears and Packers. Jay, we want to see rival games. Listen, the people voted. What do you want me to do? You want me to turn this into a dictatorship? The people voted. Let's say the Eagles Patriots. Purple says, I never got a notification. What? Yo, you two be playing games. Shout out to you, Purple. Tactical says, Jay, got you on the 72-inch LG Titan Saints on the radio. Shout out to you, Tactical. I'm honored to be on such a big TV in 4K. Shout out to you, Tactical. Much love. Hopefully those Titans take care of business today. We'll see, man. We'll see. Ryan, the 4 o'clock game is going to be the Eagles and the Patriots. Eagles and the Patriots. Purple says, I knew you should be live, so I came and checked. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe try clicking that bell again. Turn the notifications on. YouTube plays games. Or listen, it's also the app. You got to make sure that you have the app notifications on. So you want to make sure that you obviously click the bell. You got notifications turned on, but then you also are getting notifications from the app as well within your phone. I know it sounds stupid, but it's like 2 things. So yeah. Jonas says, Jay, what happened to the Patriots blow out the Eagles and the Bears and Packers game is closer? We change it, right? We'll see what happens, Jonas. You know we go with the flow. We'll see what happens. Purple says, I absolutely have all that on. I don't know. Maybe they trying to hold your boy Jay back for now. They're trying to make me work extra harder. You know. I'm not even gonna do that. But you know how it is. You know how it is for the man sometimes. You got to work a little bit harder sometimes than others. That's all I'm gonna say. We're getting ready for kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. 61 people in the house. Make sure that you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. We need to get to 100 before kickoff. Let's make it happen. Furious Storm in the house. What up, Jay? What up, Furious Storm? What's going on with you, man? You know it's all love. You know I wasn't all serious about that, man. I'm not worried about titles and all that stuff. We just have a good time. Michael H. says it should be an interesting game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nicole Burr. What's up, Nicole? Eric says, Jay, take a shot of Jack and moonshine for a great football season. Trying to get me started early. We got 10 hours to go, man. 10 up, well, not even 10. It's really like 11 hours of football. Depending on if we have OT and all that stuff. It's going to be a long day. But I'm here for it. The lady, she made some chicken wing dip. She's on her way back from the store, so I'm excited for that. I'm going to have to try that during halftime. We'll do trivia during the second game's halftime because I gotta eat. Shout out to Furious Storm setting off with another $2 super chat.
Me too, Nicole. Tied for the stream.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Furious Storm. Thank you for the support. Much love. Much love. Ryan says, I love chicken wing dip. I'll be over. Listen. No other way. No other way. Chicken wing dip is it. RB King, what up, yo? What's going on with you today? Michael H. says Bosa might be out to prove, but he deserved the money. Of course. You pay. Listen, I'm not even in the league, but if you give me $170 million, I'm gonna get you 5 sacks that next game. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. I promise you, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen. I might get some flags, but he gonna be on that ground. I promise you that. For $170 million.
Between now and game time, he is in for later today. Also later today, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, both wide receivers banged up there for Jordan Love's team. Christian Watson is out. Romeo Doubs is in. They're not sure how much he's going to play. Also, in Carolina, Bryce Young, that number 1 pick. His two top receivers, Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, both banged up. Chark is out. Adam Thielen didn't look like he was going to go. He is actually in today for Carolina. Kenneth Walker III for the Seattle Seahawks. His groin tightened up a little on practice on Thursday. They had to pull him out of practice, just precautionary measures. He's good to go.
I got to
Jerry
check
Jeudy
my fantasy
for Sean
real quick.
Payton's Denver Broncos. There's been reports that he's already out, but Sean Payton tells me no. We're going to work him out pregame to see, even if he is up and is active, he's still going to be limited in how much he's done. And finally, the San Francisco 49ers, we've been talking a lot about them with the Pittsburgh Steelers. George Kittle, right here, you see him suited up? He's suited up because he's going. He's been banged up for a lot of camp.
Kittle's in?
This week as well. George Kittle is a go.
I got to put Kittle in. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Kittle is in? I got to put Kittle in. I was playing with my man Kittle.
Look at America's Game of the Week and one of the most popular same-game parlays.
I put Njoku in.
FanDuel. Check out FanDuel.
I'll let y'all decide. Should I put Kittle in or leave Njoku in? What should I do?
Well, TB, you won last year.
I did what?
You won the picks contest.
Stop it.
What should I do?
Champ, we'll let you start first. Hey, the Jags are favored to win by 3.5 over Indy. Who you taking?
Yeah, I'm taking Jaguars. Easy.
All right, Jenny, the Steelers, home underdogs.
Now, I think the 49ers may be one of the best teams in the league, but I pick an upset
Eric
on the
says
road
Kittle.
today with the Steelers.
Michael FanDuel has the Falcons as favorites over Carolina.
I think they got it right. I like Bijan Robinson. I want to see him play today. I'm excited to that. I'm also interested in seeing the young quarterback over
Should I
in Carolina.
choose Njoku or
the
Kittle?
Falcons should win at home.
For my tight end for this
Rams
week.
At the Seahawks, Seattle favored by 4.5.
Robert says, what up, Jay? Kittle will have limited play.
I think the Seahawks are not only a contender in the division, I think they're a contender down the road.
All right, we mentioned it earlier, Grant. Matt LaFleur, 8-0
They got
against
Kittle
the Bears.
projected at 10.5 and Njoku at 10.
It's the Bears' turn now. Justin Fields will get it done on the ground and in the air.
Okay. All right. If that doesn't get you ready for week 1, I don't know what will, right?
Baby.
It is here. It is time to kick it off. The
Fear
first
says I took
Sunday
Kincaid this year,
of
hoping
the
he's a new
season is
Kelsey.
just moments away. So why don't you just sit back,
Let's see.
relax,
Ron
and
says
enjoy
Kittle.
Week 1 in the NFL Sunday style.
Grand
Thank you
Rapids
for
says
watching Fox
Njoku.
NFL Sunday, presented by GMC.
All right, so if you flip the coin, how would you feel if Kittle came up? I wouldn't be mad. I really feel like either one's going to do good. I just feel like Kittle gets more burn, though. And he's projected to get more. So I feel like Brock Purdy's definitely going to rely on him in this Steelers game without a doubt. All right. I think I'm going to trust you guys for once, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Kittle in, and we'll move Njoku to the bench. There it is. There it is. Who else I got going today? I got the Ravens defense. I got Dicker, the kicker. I got Dicker from the Chargers as my kicker. I've got Deebo Samuel's my wide receiver this week, and Kelly is my running back. Man, I'm going to need a lot out these 49ers today. So, yeah, Kittle, Samuel's in, and then Ravens defense and Cameron Dicker, and I got Allen for my quarterback. So there you go. There you go. Jonas says, we want to see Watt chasing Purdy around and watch Bosa chase Kenny around. Yes. Yes, I'm definitely excited to see that. I want to see these two defenses definitely ball out. But most importantly, I want to see how the rookies respond to it. I think that's the most important part, seeing how Kenny responds to the defense, seeing how Brock Purdy responds to the defense on both sides. Shout out to Vicky Turner. No problem, Vicky. Shout out to you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ryan says Bosa puts Pickett in the hospital. Oh, my goodness. Tian says Deebo Samuels will pay off today. I think so, too. That's why I picked him up. People were sleeping on Deebo, and they wanted Kelsey and everybody else, and then look what happened to Kelsey. So, hey. I was like, let me go after these players y'all been sleeping on. Faces on fire. Deebo said he was super disappointed by his 22 season. Respect on the humbleness. Listen, that just leads to him coming out stronger this season, right?
49ers and the Steelers in front of a packed house. And we welcome you inside with the three-time Super Bowl champion Darryl Johnston. I'm Joe Davis. At this time last year, nobody even really knew who Brock Purdy was. He, of course, takes over. He leads them to the NFC Championship game. He is the undisputed quarterback of the 49ers at this point, and they, again, have Super Bowl expectations.
Yeah, and already on plan.
Quick shout-out to Ghost of Dizzy for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing, Ghost of Dizzy. Welcome to the channel.
Body rotation to take some stress off that throwing on the
Steph 1090. I got the Steelers. That was my prediction.
Shanahan offense, but not just
Matty
with
T,
him,
what up,
Brian
bro?
Griese, who's played the game.
What's going on with you? I've been good. How you doing today?
Second-year quarterback on the other side as well. When it comes to Kenny Pickett, he got better and better as last season went on. And with the way things went during the preseason, you think they're planning the parade around here. There's all kinds of optimism.
Very excited for this offense to see what they do this afternoon. Kenny Pickett wants to focus on escapability. He's got some great receivers around him. Get that ball
Robo
down
Jimbo,
the field
what
to
up?
make some plays.
D-Real 87 in the house.
Ownership of this offense
and what he's going to do,
what he's going to be able to do at the line of scrimmage. But what a journey for both of these guys, elected captains by their teammates from last year's season over
Pickett or
this
Purdy?
year is impressive.
Two young growing quarterbacks, two great
I'm
head
just,
coaches.
you know what?
Kyle
I just
Shanahan
really
in
want a
his
good
seventh
game.
season, Mike Tomlin
Obviously,
in his
I predicted the
17th, and we've
Steelers,
also got the last two
but I really just
defensive
want a good
players of
game.
the year, Bosa and Watt. And we've got opening kickoff.
What's up, Jacob Davis?
Up on Fox.
What's going on, man? I'm like I said, I'm just looking forward to a good game, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday, it's football, it's week 1. My prediction was the Steelers after everything I looked at, but this one is a toss-up. It really is. It's really a toss-up. And you'd be a fool if you didn't really call this a 50-50 game, even though they're saying in the matchup predictor it's 55.9% versus 43.8%. If you watch what Kenny Pickett did in preseason, and yes, we know it's preseason, but that kid's fired up. He's ready to go. This defense looks strong. And Mike Tomlin, that man's got some tricks under his sleeve, so don't sleep on these Steelers. That's all I got to say. Jacob says, glad football is back. I'm glad you're back streaming the NFL. Shout out to you, Jacob. Yeah, man, we back. We are back. As far as the poll, we got 80 votes, 54% for your 49ers. I expected that. We'll see what happens, though. 108 116 viewers now, 43 likes. We need to get to 100 before kickoff, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you're hitting that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. Looks like we need 56 now. 56 more likes, 56 more thumbs up to get to that 100 mark. I believe in you. I know you guys can do it as we prepare for this game. Furious Storm sends another $2 super chat. Says support the Jay Reason crew. Thumbs up and sub. Yeah, make sure you guys like. And, of course, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. We have a good time, family-friendly environment. This is what we do Monday night, Thursday night, 3 games on Sunday. That is the schedule. So if you love football, make sure you subscribe and also share this with your friends.
Support the Reason crew. Thumbs up, sub.
Make sure you share this with your friends and your family as we prepare to get started. Let me guys know, do you guys want me to start doing college? Everybody's showing the games on Saturday, and it's like, if I'm going to do it, I like showing my face. I like engaging. It's a lot of dudes that just hide behind just uploading the game and the video and getting all the subscribers. I seen one dude yesterday. He had like 200,000 people in the stream, and I was like, okay, all right. Maybe I need to go ahead and start doing the college on Saturdays. But see, the problem is with those channels is those guys, they don't actually do this. They basically just upload the game and hope their channel don't get taken down. And then they get away with it. I'm sitting here like, if that was me, my channel would be down for like a whole 2 weeks. Not everybody be mad at me because I tried to stream college. So I've been thinking about it, but obviously if I'm going to do it, then I'm showing my face. I'm not them other channels. Y'all gonna see me, and the haters just gonna have to deal with this pretty face of mine. So there you go. Michael says if you love college ball the way you do NFL, you would do great. I do. We always do college. We do college. I do college games, but I do them more so towards the playoffs and the bowl games. So that's the difference. But yesterday I was like, well, listen, if people are gonna, if some guy can get 200,000 people in his stream and not show his face, then I gotta hop on that bandwagon. I can't just sit here and let that go now. You know, we got to be realistic around here. That's just absolutely ridiculous. All the work that I put in, and he gets 200,000 people at one time. You mean to tell me that Jay can't do it? Stop it. Todd Yu says, Jay, long time. Let's go, Todd Yu. What up, man? How you been, bro? Week 1? Let's go. Charles says, got home just in time for the game. Bob says 150,000 more bots. I don't think so. Man. That chat was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. Forrest says, bandwagon, Jay? Now, you know I don't bandwagon. But I do stream college. You guys know that. So, Daniel says, follow the scores alone. Peace out. See you later. Much love, Daniel. Much love. Michael H says, YouTube wasn't taking down games as much yesterday. And that's what I'm saying. They pick and choose. But guess what? You know what we know? We know they ain't doing that for the NFL. They ain't doing that for the NFL. They'll do it for the college, but they play that with the NFL games. Yeah, they done. Tennessee Tactical says, I've seen the streams with 2,000 people and then the stream gets suspended. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't mess with it, yo. He was like, Jay, why don't you do it? I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it because it's going to be a problem if I do it. And I got my people mad at me. You know how it go. But we not worried about all that. We going to get into this game. And here we go, ladies.
Without any restrictions. I said, wait, is that coming from you or is that coming from the team? It's coming from him. The 49ers are more of a speed of 30 to 40 snaps, but that will be fluid. Kyle Shanahan told us he's going to be careful. He's going to be smart, but he will listen to Nick Bosa. Back to you.
All right, Pam.
Well, I hope he listened to Nick Bosa.
In his 7th season as a head coach, Mike Tomlin on the other sideline in his 17th to headline head coaches in this Week 1 matchup with a couple of iconic franchises. 11 combined Super Bowl wins between these two franchises. And you talk about an environment. What a scene here in Pittsburgh.
All right, so the 49ers will be kicking off to your Steelers, and here we go.
Anthony McFarland deep for Pittsburgh. He will take a touchback. And right away we get to see this Pittsburgh offense and Kenny Pickett, who took over a month in last year after they drafted him in the first round.
You worried them so they blocked you? Yeah, I'm a threat.
This year,
not those other channels.
For the number one team offense, 5 touchdowns.
Shout out to Priscilla. What's up, Priscilla?
You can say
What's going on with you today?
About preseason,
as
but
we get into this here with these 49ers and these Steelers first and 10.
You improve in the critical areas that you struggled in. Even last year, that second half of the season, when they played well, there were still areas they struggled. They were better there in preseason.
Steelers start from the 25, and it's a pass play.
Pickett, quick pass, gets it off.
George Pickens.
And he starts it off already. Pickett to Pickens.
As that rookie year went on, what can year 2 look like for Pickett?
The time you get to spend not only in the offense, but with the number ones. Remember last season, he's coming in as a number 3 guy into training camp. He's not getting snaps with George Pickens, with Deontay Johnson. He's not working with that offensive line. He's done that ever since the end of last season. So there's a great step there. And then just understanding the offense, understanding that next line of detail.
After first down pass play, here's a jet sweep to Calvin Austin. He was able to shed the first man.
Is going to get wrapped up. There'll be a loss of about a yard. 49ers defense stepping up.
With Cleveland Furl. So this growing optimism around the offense.
Ryan says Pickett fence.
Establish a quarterback, but you've got some intriguing players around him too.
You really do. I really like what they did up front. Isaac Seumalo, they bring him in. That's the only change from last year, but it strengthens that offensive line. And here we go.
Pickett in trouble, gets away.
Pickett evades one.
And he'll get taken down. Big sack for Jackson. 49ers defense.
Back to the 20 for the second-year man at a USC.
And again, we talked about at the top, working on that escapability, just having that athleticism to be able to extend these plays. But you also have to know when it's over, when to throw it away. Don't take those
he had
sacks.
to throw that away.
He
the San
basically 49ers
tried to get out of trouble and ran right into it. And he should have just thrown it away, so Steelers will punt.
Defense in the NFL from last year.
Shout out to JJ.
Really get to that punt from Presley Harvin.
What's up, JJ?
Ray McLeod watches this one go out of bounds. And we get our first look at the San Francisco 49er offense. And here comes Brock Purdy, the last pick of the draft last year. Took over in December when Jimmy
Purdy
Garoppolo
coming out
broke
now.
his foot. In his first start, he beats Tom Brady. In his second start, he plays through a broken rib to win a division title in Seattle. By the time it was finished, he was 7-1 as a starter. He had the
Scott Young, you already know, man.
In the NFL in that
you already
time.
know.
And now he's the undisputed.
All right, here we go. First and 10 for these Niners.
46. Purdy to throw.
Purdy throws. Quick catch. That's going to be Samuel. He'll get 6 yards on the play.
Final game of the season.
Second and 4.
Here's his UCL, and so he has surgery in March. Brock Purdy didn't throw again until June, and at that point he was throwing 10 yards at a time, just kind of testing it out. 6 months to the day of that surgery, he's the week 1 starter, but instead of being able to build off of the momentum of everything he built in that rookie season, there are still some questions about how this is all going to look with him coming off of this surgery.
Second and 4.
On 2nd and 4, they hand it to Samuel.
Nice reverse. Samuel hurdles, and he's going to be just short.
But that's the great thing about this offense
3rd and 1.
And the skill players in it. You see the short pass to Deebo Samuel to try and allow him to run after catch. You see the play right there to get the ball in his hands there. So he's got all these great skill players around.
Shout out to Jay Zan. Much love, man.
And what if he becomes that elusive quarterback that Kyle Shanahan has been looking for all this time?
Handoff. McCaffrey dives over, and he'll get it, but he was very close to being short.
Landon Roberts, Pittsburgh debut for the veteran.
Shout out to Jeff King. What up, Jeff?
Let's just go back to Thursday night, Detroit versus Kansas City, and Dan Campbell running a fake punt inside the 20-yard line. Love the decisions in week 1. It shows the confidence that you have in your players.
Out of the shotgun.
4th and 1. He didn't get it. They're going to go for it. Play action. Quick throw. Kittle. He has space. He'll get the first down and more.
And even yesterday when we talked to Kyle Shanahan, he didn't seem real optimistic.
Shanahan coming off strong.
Deals with that groin injury.
And just some confidence here. You see George Kittle, 85. He's going to go in motion. Now you're giving him that extra step. You've got to cover him from the inside out. There was a nice release on that play that forces a Landon Roberts to have to step underneath. You created the separation by the design of the play.
Career high 11 touchdowns last year for George Kittle. Really developed a good thing with Brock Purdy.
1st and 10.
49ers convert 4th and short. From the Pittsburgh 34.
Toss to McCaffrey. He hits that edge hard.
To the 25. San Francisco traded for McCaffrey last August.
2nd and 1 after a 9-yard gain.
Fully healthy McCaffrey looks like.
Just this series alone, what you have to deal with going against this offense, you know, Deebo Samuel to start, George Kittle on the 4th and short. Now, oh, hey, don't forget we got Christian McCaffrey as well. So it's going to be a challenge for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense today because there are so many weapons spread throughout this 49er
2nd and 1.
Got 9 on that first down play, 2nd and 1. Back to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, handoff. He's got space. Breaks through that hole.
Inside the 10. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
1st and goal.
McCaffrey with a gain of 17.
Deacon Wood, what up, man?
By Aaron Banks, number
Shout out to Candace.
Point of attack. There he is to the right of your screen. Watch the cut by Christian McCaffrey right there. 65 just pushes Isaiah Loudermilk out of the way. Creates a huge running lane for Christian McCaffrey.
You know, San Francisco lost its first
Legendary
game.
Says you didn't want the AR-15 game. Hey, I let the people vote. I let them vote. This is what they chose. 1st and goal for these 49ers.
First down and goal.
And play action. Nice fake. Purdy throws. It's caught. Wide open touchdown.
Perfect start for the 49ers.
And that's going to be Brandon Ayuk. Wide open. Purdy starting it off strong.
What a great drive. They make it look easy. There's so many weapons. We talked about them. Deebo Samuel came into camp in great shape. Brandon Ayuk looking to build off of his career here last year. Look at how
Defense just had no answer. Stick with the man. Put your hand on him. Do something. Get a flag, but don't leave him wide open.
To pick up a free defender that was coming off of the block to allow Brock Purdy to make that throw.
8-yard touchdown from Purdy to Ayuk. And the extra point coming here from Jake Moody.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Play the try.
That's not the way you dream it up for making your NFL debut as a kicker, right? You go out there to kick it for the first time, you got a delay.
But don't make it easy on me. Give me 5 more yards. Put a little bit of pressure.
He's saying, I got a big leg. Let me show you.
Let me tell you, we were watching him during pregame. Big leg. That guy was kicking 53-yarders to our right.
Shout out to Bryson and Dominic Woody.
A third of the way up, going the other direction.
Shout out to Bryson and Dominic Woody.
Jake Moody is one of 5 kickers this century to go over the first 3 rounds of the draft. 3rd round pick out of Michigan.
All right, extra point is up. It is good.
Right down the middle.
Scores 7-0, 49ers.
Well, the 49ers converted 4th and short with a little play action to George.
All right, so it's going to lead us to a quick timeout commercial break. 49ers take the lead 7-0 with 9 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first quarter. 233 viewers in the house, 78 likes. No, 79 now. We need 21 more, ladies and gentlemen. 21 more to hit that 100. Make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support rocking with us today. Sunday, football is back, week 1. 3-game special today. Obviously, right now we're doing your 49ers and Steelers. After this, it's going to be your Eagles and the Patriots. And then Sunday night, we will be doing your Cowboys and your Giants. So you don't have to go anywhere. Make sure that you guys lock it in. Also, subscribe if you have not already. You're rocking with your boy, Jay. Purple says homemade lasagna, salad, and breadsticks. Let's go. Shout out to you, Purple. And I make my own red sauce. That's how you're supposed to do it if you got the time to do it. Look at it. Look at Jeff. Look at Jeff. I see you, Jeff. He's like, she over there cooking. I got to shoot my shot. All right. Score is 7-0. Getting into your scores around the league. Let me go ahead and refresh, see if anything has changed. And no. San Francisco is the only team that scored. Everything else is locked in 0-0 around the league. Shout out to Jonas. Mary Alice in the house. What's up, Sassy? Tyler says Monday Bills Jets. You already know. You already know. As we get to this timeout commercial break, 162 votes, 56% for your 49ers. As we get back to it.
For the 49ers, defense forces a 3-and-out. Offense goes 54 yards in 7 plays.
Complimentary football. It's something you'll hear people talk about.
What's
what
up, Niall?
Way to start
Shout out to you, bro.
Having your defense go out there, force that 3-and-out, give you great field position for your offense to start. And I love the 4th down decision by Kyle Shanahan at that time to go for it.
All right, 49ers will kick back to the Steelers. They'll take it from the 1.
Anthony McFarland.
McFarland brings it back out to the 27.
We're talking about that 49ers defense that was
Decent
number 1
run
in the NFL last year, of course, led by the player of the year in Nick Bosa. But here's the thing. Shifting to a new defensive coordinator. First game for Steve Wilks.
Tyler says you got the Jets.
Ryans, who heads off to Houston to become the head coach. And Steve Wilks told us
why y'all got to mess with me, yo?
You inherit the
I just be trying to call a nice, clean game. Somebody want to take me out of my element.
No, he's going to come
want to get me riled up.
Vocabulary about this defense. He's going to run their style.
Oh, what a hit. Are you kidding me?
The star of the show in the middle of that
Warner.
Defense. Absolutely.
What are you trying to prove, sir?
Just a great job of seeing it, dissecting it, and watch how he hits this.
Denied.
There's nobody there. I don't know how somebody didn't get off. You've got to account for 54. I mean, if you show he's coming downhill to fill that
49ers defense means business.
And one of the areas where Steve Wilks has to get comfortable.
Shout out to Nefertiri.
Is in the secondary, bringing pressure from that level. This
Second
defense
and 12.
is generated by their linebackers.
Quick throw outside, Calvin Austin. Amador Lenore brings him
Austin
down.
gets
Steve
it on the
Wilks
screen. He'll try to make some space out of it.
He was with Luke Kuechly
He'll
in
get
Carolina.
7 yards
He says
on the
Fred
play.
Warner should be in the same breath as those guys.
It was really fun talking to him yesterday because you'll hear quarterbacks talk about this all the time. They have a catalog, remembering plays throughout their history of playing that position, and they understand when they made a bad play and got beat. Fred was the same way. He was going through his catalog of plays where he felt he made mistakes and where he can get better.
All right, here we go. Third and 5.
49ers got a sack on the first 3rd down of this ball game. Kenny Pickett here on 3rd down.
Pickett
To throw.
looking,
Give him time.
throws
Lost one
deep.
up top.
That's picked off. Interception.
Deontay Johnson slipped
Oh,
and fell.
my
Ward
goodness.
went up and picked it off.
49ers defense is cooking right now.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
And so the 49ers back on offense. Everything going right for San Francisco.
Wow. Big pick. 49ers will take it over. Already up 7-0. This is looking nasty, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking absolutely nasty right now. 49ers up 7. Get the pick. They'll have excellent field position as we take a quick timeout commercial break. Robo Jimbo says, told you that defense will allow Pickett no 300. I didn't say he'd get 300, but I didn't expect this at all. I'm being 100% honest. Did not expect this. Sean says, wow is right. Yeah. Tyler says, how do you feel about the game? It's a great start for these 49ers. Keep in mind, I did say that Brock was questionable to me. But right now, the man's looking calm. He's looking poised. 49ers defense is looking like a force to be reckoned with. And there's going to have to be some adjustments made by these Steelers if they plan on staying in this game. Because it looks wild. Ryan says Pickett's a fraud. we got a whole Whole 3 more quarters left in the game, man. Relax. Relax, sir. We're in a timeout. Commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. $97 likes. We need 3 more to hit 100. Make sure you smash in a like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. Thank you all for the support. Rocking with me today. Week 1 football. NFL is back.
Emotional damage.
Should have picked the 49ers defense, not the Ravens defense, and kicked for the Bengals. I think somebody had already got the 49ers defense when I got them, or when I got the Ravens and the Steelers defense. But I didn't put the Steelers defense in because I knew this game was going to be crazy. I put in the Ravens defense. Yeah.
Yeah, don't know the decision here by Kenny Pickett. It's great coverage by Travarius Ward. You can see him playing behind right there. I don't know if you're trying to get a back shoulder and then you get the slip at the top of the route. Everybody was covered. Unfortunately, that's one of those ones you throw it away, you take your medicine, you punt, and you try to play defense. Now they've given San Francisco the ball on their side of the field.
Which is where this whole game's been played so
First
far.
and 10.
48-yard line,
Handoff.
McCaffrey ran into a wall.
McCaffrey will get wrapped up. That's going to be a loss of a yard.
On that first drive, he's one of 3 new inside linebackers for this Pittsburgh
Ryan
defense.
says
Just
Browns
an
over the
absolute overhaul
Steelers.
at that position, but the big thing there, that's the group that sets everything in that front. So you're going to see these guys roll in and out based on what personnel San Francisco is playing. Landon Roberts, Cole Holcomb, Quan Alexander, those guys will match personnel with San Francisco, but with these new guys coming in, controlling all of that communication in that front 7.
And you saw there, Quan Alexander replaces
Second
Roberts
11.
for 2nd and 11. Out of an empty set, Purdy. 4-man rush over the middle.
Throws. That's going to be caught. Ayuk.
The touchdown score on the first drive is a big gain here of 23 yards.
That's going to be 23 yards.
Just a huge void in the middle of the field as Brandon Ayuk goes up, and watch the little check down by Christian McCaffrey there, holds the linebacker.
Nobody's there.
Keanu O'Neal late getting down in his coverage, so just an easy throw catch for the Niners.
And I know we talk all about McCaffrey and we talk about Debo and we talk about Kittle, and all for good reason, but because of that, Ayuk gets overshadowed. This is a guy who's coming off a 1,000-yard season.
First and 10, 49ers.
His top target. First down from the 26. The toss to McCaffrey, who ran into the arms of Alex Highsmith. There are flags down.
What's up, Conrad? What's going on, bro?
Holding. Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty.
So that's going to come back as the 49ers get hit with holding.
Some young guys that kind of jumped in there, that inside trio last season, and played well, and now into their 2nd season together. There's the hold. That's an easy call for the officials there.
All right.
I can't even defend him, Joe. I can't help him out on that one.
And you know it must be a good hold if you're not defending.
First and 20.
Back to the 36-yard line, 1st and 20. Purdy goes over the middle
quick
for George
throw,
Kittle.
and Kittle gets the catch.
Micah Fitzpatrick brings him down, and that's the whole thing when you're facing these 49ers, right? It's going to be those short throws. You better tackle them in the open field.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that
Second and
Austin
13.
talked to his defense about, we've got to make them take risks if they want to get an explosive play. We can't have them throw short and then run long distance and get those explosive plays without taking a big risk in their execution.
Number 1 receiver, number 1 running back, number 1 tight end in the NFL last year, yards after catch. They got 6 back on that first down play. 2nd and 14.
Second and 14. Purdy throws. That's going to be broken up.
With the coverage coming from Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson. That's a name we haven't heard in a while.
13th NFL year.
Yeah, we talked about the linebacker level. Also a lot of change in the secondary. Yeah, but I don't think the Steelers batted an eye, whether it was Mike Tomlin or Terrell Austin, the defensive coordinator. They brought in veteran guys that are great.
Hard 804. What up, man?
In multiple systems.
Opening day.
It's just adjusting to what your vernacular is and calling the plays. And they've done a great job getting up to speed here for the opening.
3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Purdy looking around, in trouble.
Underneath Kittle.
Throws, he gets it to Kittle.
Short game.
So he will be short.
They're along with
4th and 11. What up, Florida man?
The team is going to come out.
What's going on with you today?
Where for the last 6 years, the first 6 years for Kyle Shanahan, he had Robbie Gould, and he said it was such a comforting
shout out to you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel.
The team out there for 3 points. Now, big leg for Jake Moody.
Thank you for being here
just
today.
Doesn't have that decade's worth of experience and reputation in the NFL. Let's see here with his first field goal attempt from 46 yards.
So Moody's going to kick the field goal. And Steelers will call a timeout.
Yeah, and a flag.
There's a flag, actually.
Complicated.
Timeout.
No.
Pittsburgh. They're first of the half.
Florida man says hoping C.J. Stroud can win me $1 million.
Instead of a flag, timeout taken by Mike Tomlin.
You got a parlay, or you just bet the house on C.J.?
Too late to play today's
What are we talking about here, Florida man?
Download the Fox Sports app right now and enter your free or enter.
We're hoping he wins you $1 million. Did you put the house on him?
$1,000 in weekly cash prizes.
I need to know. Sean White says, I like how you have the channel set up. Thanks a lot, Sean.
Waiting for his next opportunity.
Florida man says FanDuel. Like, what do you got? Do you have a parlay, or do you have a
both drives to begin?
Like a straight up bet? Faces on fire says home equity line maxed out. Already on the first week. Kick is up, and it was blocked. No.
There are flags everywhere as this is picked up by Wisnowski.
What in the world?
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. There were a few Steelers that came out of the blocks a little quick.
Offside. Defense number 20.
Wow.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So offsides on the Steelers.
Right side.
Patrick Peterson.
How about Mitch Wisnowski with some
those
Kyle,
old school tactics. Tomlin's pulling out all the tricks right now.
You can understand it. He's saying, here's my moment. This is my moment to shine. Wait a minute. It's coming back. All right, so now it becomes a 41-yarder for Jake Moody. Moody's first NFL attempt.
Kick is up.
Is good.
And it is good. 49ers go up 10-0. We have 4 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
There are people who say things aren't.
Let's take a quick commercial break. 170 votes, 55% for your 49ers, holding down the lead, 10-0. Still early, ladies and gentlemen. As one-sided as it is right now with that win percentage at 82% for these 49ers, we still have ourselves a game. Shout out to Majus. What up, man? What's going on with you, Lexa? Steelers need to get it together. I'm sure they will. 49ers came out strong. Tomlin's going to have to make some adjustments for this defense, and we'll see what happens after this commercial break. Jonas says, we see you talking. I'm talking to the lady. Mind your business, sir. Talking to the lady. This says, I thought we were cool. Obviously not. I thought we agreed you wouldn't stream any of my Eagles games. I'm amazed that I hit the like button and subscribe. Listen, you hit that like button because you rock with Jay. And you're going to have to take whatever stream I put on today. The Eagles going to be all right. They'll be all right. Purple says, you better pay her some attention, Jay. I got it. She good.
Trey Lance is traded to the Dallas Cowboys.
And that made it clear.
Shout out to Patty Hessett, Bill's Mafia in the house. What's up, Patty?
Whoever said it on that video, 6-month recovery, was exactly right. 6 months to the day of the surgery.
Jonas says, just talking to yourself because you was sick.
Yeah, and he is 6 for 7 so
All
far.
right.
He's got the 49ers out in front 10-0. Anthony McFarland from the goal line.
Don't make me pull your card, Jonas. I'll do it.
McFarland tripped up as he
I'll
crosses
do it.
the
You know I
30.
love
Good
pulling
return
people's
to the
cards.
31.
Don't make me do it.
I tell you what, they are close on these returns. That's
I'm
the
talking to
second
myself
one
like
where
I gotta
Anthony
make it
McFarland
up.
is one block away from getting to that sideline.
How about the Steelers offense? How quickly it goes from, wow, nobody can
You know
stop
what?
us in the preseason to, it's a little different.
Boy, they are really devaluing the preseason right now. The approach is Camp Tomlin, physical, going away. San Francisco, we're going to rest our guys. We're not going to do a lot. And here we are, 10-0 San Francisco.
6 plays, no yards so far for the Steelers. Play action on first down. Allen Robinson, his first catch here in Pittsburgh. His 10th season, they got him in a trade from the Rams, and hoping that he can have a rebound season. Bosa has played all 7 plays in this game so far. And again, Pam told us before the game, 30 to 40 plays they're looking at. Najee Harris, not a lot of room in there.
Harris going to get about a yard on the play.
Furl jumped on his back to finish him off after Oren Burks got there first.
Yeah, you mentioned about this defense. I mean, number 1 in points, number 1 in yards, number 1 against the run. They're very tough, and they're number 20th against the pass last year. So I think that's why you see this approach coming out. Hey, let's see if we can get a better match of throwing the football down the field against this group, and they paid the price
3rd and
there
8
as well. So right now, this 49ers defense
for these
is
Steelers
controlling the game from the start of it.
Jalen Warren into the game at running back for the first time for the Steelers. On 3rd down, they bring pressure. It's picked up. Giving
Pickett throws incomplete. He is having a tough time out here.
Couldn't connect, and it is 3 straight 3-and-outs.
And we talk about, 5 for 5 with touchdowns in the preseason, but you didn't play against a guy like Nick Bosa. You didn't play against this San Francisco 49er defense. I mean, they are very talented at every level. They're going to make you work for everything you try to do, and just enough to kind of maybe
yeah, my boy got him a white girl. Let's go, Jay.
She said hi back, ladies and gentlemen. She said hi. Furious Storm, I was waiting for somebody to say it. I was waiting. I knew somebody was going to say it. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. I knew somebody was going to say it. Absolutely hilarious. I knew it was coming.
Especially here in special teams. It was one of the things that Mike Tomlin talked to us about, maybe having an advantage, taking advantage of some young matchups, and doing some different things, understanding, getting these young guys a lot of reps in preseason, and here they are the ones with penalties in special teams.
As the Steelers will punt.
Line drive punt from Presley Harvin. So a chance here for Ray McLeod, the former Steeler, trying to do it against his old club. A return of 8 yards to the 33. Punt, pick, punt so far, forced by the 49ers defense.
All right, we're in a quick commercial time break. You guys are cutting up. I already knew that was coming. Furious Storm had to be the one to ask the question that everybody was going to say, or say the statement that everybody was going to say. You guys are hilarious. All right, score is 10-0. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in the first quarter as we take a quick timeout. Commercial break. As far as the votes, 181 votes, 55% for your 49ers, 224 viewers, 110 likes. Let's keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. What is wrong with you, Ryan? What's What's wrong with you, brother? Shout out to you, Mary. No, not Marielle. It's Sassy now. Shout out to Sassy, and happy birthday to your mama. Yes. Jay is very, very happy. My motto is go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. So there you go. That's all I'm going to say about that. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Oh, man. Jacob says, I hope the Bills ruin Aaron Rodgers' Jets debut tomorrow night. Let's go, Bills. Listen, I hope you guys are ready for it. Tomorrow night's going to be absolutely crazy. Monday night, Bills, Jets, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen. It's going to be crazy. Without a doubt.
It's rain and storms today. A little muggy, but so far so good. 49ers saying, thank goodness, we don't need another week one monsoon like we had last year. But everything's gone right so far for the 49ers week one this year. They lead 10-0. They've got the ball back. You know, for years, they've had the Super Bowl caliber defense. They've had stars on offense, but questions at quarterback. And they feel like they finally have their
It's hard to wait for that game, right? It should have been tonight. If it was tonight, oh, man.
A 6-for-7 start today.
But, hey, we'll take it on a Monday night.
Whistles before this drive gets started.
Timeout. San Francisco, their first of the half. Be a 30-second
timeout taken by San Francisco. It really is amazing how things change, isn't it? I mean,
Patty Hassett says, I got butterflies already. Go Bills.
Years, kind of remain the same.
Shout out to the Bills Mafia.
Sean
White says, this feels like Jay, you think this is going to be a Rodgers last year?
And I love the story
yeah, if he gets destroyed, if he doesn't have a good year. Lucas says, Jay, is she a football fan too? Yeah, she's Bills Mafia.
And thank God they did, because the big part of this whole equation of getting to the Super Bowl is having a quarterback on a rookie contract. We've seen the Lamar Jacksons,
family full
we've
of
seen the Joe Burrow contracts and what that
hard
does.
Football fans.
Can you get a Nick Bosa signed to that deal if you've got a marquee quarterback contract coming down the road really quick? So they've got a 3-year window here
First
to make
and
a
10.
big push to win some Super Bowls.
First
Purdy throws.
Came back and found McCaffrey, who searched for
McCaffrey will get about 7 yards on the play.
Performed in his first opportunity, but he also proved something, and that was
second and
when
2.
They voted him a team captain already. Trent Williams, his veteran left tackle, said you'd think that he's Peyton Manning, the way he shows up.
Jeff King, you already know, man.
Few games and the way that he talks to the veterans. And there is his GM, John Lynch.
You already know, Jeff. Much love to you, man.
McCaffrey, heavy dose early on. He's got a first down to the 44.
That's why I said, you know, you go where you're celebrated, not tolerated.
You're not supposed to be able to do that and have it fail and still win. Right. And the fact that they have, testament to what you're talking about.
Shout out to Michelle, says NJ Media will eat up Aaron Rodgers in flag football. Listen, and I'm going to talk about Patrick Mahomes, right?
In order to overcome that,
the media gave Patrick Mahomes a pass for Thursday. But if he loses next Sunday, watch what they do to Patrick Mahomes.
First down from the 44.
Quick throw, almost picked off.
Patrick Peterson has already had a couple.
Patrick Peterson's falling out in this game. He's giving it his all.
With Kyle Shanahan about how he wanted to build this whole thing, and not really about going out and making this great offense. He's done it with players at all these different positions in a system where a quarterback can distribute, but he has always coveted that #1 defense. Early in his career, trying to call an offensive game plan when you're chasing points all afternoon because your defense can't slow anybody down. That's not the situation here in San Francisco. You can really lean on that defense and call your plan accordingly.
McCaffrey on second down, had a seam.
McCaffrey, big run, breaking tackles, first down.
12 yards, and he has looked good in this first quarter.
This is one of those things as an offense, if you have the luxury of
Eric's got the 7 TVs going with all the games.
To come back on second down and go straight up the middle and get 10 yards and convert a first
Eric, how do you
down,
have that set up, bro?
That's when you know your
like, are you
offense
staring
is
at all
in sync.
7
Everybody
TVs right
is
now?
Working.
Like
Everybody's
on a
got their
wall?
assignments down.
I'm trying to visualize that.
McCaffrey gets his first break here.
First and 10.
Comes in. His first carry. He has been a beast when he's been healthy. It's just been a question of can they keep
about
him
a yard or
16 games his first 2 years. He's got more than 1,200
run.
yards.
Very physical style of runner. You look behind Christian McCaffrey with Elijah Mitchell, Tyrion Davis-Price, who's inactive today, but then also Jordan Mason.
Soon,
just a really
we'll
good
figure that out
combination.
soon.
And one of the things that Brock Purdy mentioned about that goes really not talked about a lot is the depth in that running back room behind Christian McCaffrey.
Second and 9, Purdy over the middle.
Purdy
There's
throws.
Ayuk.
That's going to be caught by Ayuk.
Down to the 32, beating Quan Alexander.
You just see how quickly that football is coming out. You're not going to hold it a lot. You've got some short routes. We talked about the catch and run capabilities of all these players in this offense, but it also really limits the opportunities of TJ Watt to get to that quarterback when it's coming out that quick.
First and 10.
Moving up front. Hard count might have gotten his own guy.
Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Second one on Burford in this first quarter.
Luta and Patty, we'll make that happen soon.
That is how this first quarter is
We'll
going
make
to
it
wind
happen
down.
soon.
All 49ers. Every phase. They lead 10-0. They've got the ball on the move as we go to the second. One of the best rosters again, Super Bowl expectations again, and through 15 minutes doing.
All right, timeout, commercial break. What do we got? 10-0 into the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting start. Obviously, the 49ers came out strong. Steelers defense trying to at least contain these guys as it's now 1st and 15 for these 49ers into the first quarter. As far as the likes, ladies and gentlemen, we got 115 on 217 viewers. Everybody's like, yo, you should have chose the Cleveland game. Well, listen, I let the people spoke. I let the people choose, and they spoke. So it is what it is. What's up, George? What's going on, man? George in the building. How are you doing? Want to make sure you're okay. I know the last time we had a discussion that you said you're doing a little better. So quick shout out to you. Give a warm round of applause to George Tucker. His health is improving, and I'm glad to hear it. So shout out to you, George. Much love, man. Bass player in the house is Hey Jay. Pittsburgh, go Browns. Listen, all right, I'm just gonna stop doing the polls. I'm gonna just start streaming what comes to mind. Like, all right, this is it. This is the one. We'll do this one. But this is what they requested, so hey, it is what it is. Timeout, commercial break. Shout out to Chastity. Hey Jay, back for another season with you. Much love, Chastity. Thanks for rocking with your boy. George says, thanks, bro. Yeah, up, ready for a great day of football. Let's go, George. I'm glad you're back, man. I'm glad you are back.
We really got to celebrate that one. Really? I mean, what about the year before? The year before was much better for me.
Right, and that was also the last year before Fox had the NFL. 30th season of the NFL on Fox. Glad you're with us for day one of it. Week 1 here in Pittsburgh, 10-0 as we begin the second quarter.
Purdy looking, throws deep. That's going to be caught.
Debo with a gain of 18.
Samuel with the big first down. Sean White says day drinking if the Steelers keep this up.
This is good timing and trust with your receiver into the middle of the field.
Man, I didn't expect this.
Great location right there. There's a small window as he's coming around.
I had the 49ers number 3,
well thrown ball
and
by
for
Brock
good
Purdy.
reason, and they're proving why for the power rankings.
It wasn't a bad year last year. It just fell well short of what he did the year before when he had 1,800 yards of offense. From the Pittsburgh 17, here's a toss to Christian McCaffrey and nothing doing. He loses a couple. Quan Alexander dropped him for a loss of 2.
Good defensive stop for the Steelers. Loss of 2 on McCaffrey. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Quarter numbers, 2 total yards for Pittsburgh.
I did not expect that. This offense looked good in preseason, and I know preseason is a different animal, but when you are as efficient as they were, and you're better in areas that you struggled with over the course of the previous season.
Shout out to Patty and Luda.
Into week 1, and they have
you guys are hilarious right now.
I mean, this city was electric about this offense as we've gotten into town.
2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Back to the air.
Purdy deep throw. Ayuk off the shoulder. What? That's a touchdown.
Contested catch against Patrick Peterson.
Wow.
John Lynch loves it. Brock Purdy and the 49ers. Holy cow, what a start.
Well, you talk about confidence in your player. Going to be a back shoulder throw. Let's watch that left foot. There's the right one down. Here comes the left one. Gets it in. Great job. That is great coverage by Patrick Peterson. It's just outstanding execution and a great job at the point of the catch by Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, what else do you do if you're Patrick Peterson? Purdy puts it right where he wanted to. Brandon Ayuk, the contested catch. Extra point coming here from Jake Moody.
Michelle says, hey, Jay, what is the female percentage these days?
It is 17-0 early in the second quarter.
We have 17-0 for these 49ers.
He had 8 touchdowns all year. He's got 2.
I did not expect this. I did not expect this. Brock Purdy has came out. He is proving himself. And if you were a doubter, then you might want to change some things around, because this man is showing that he's picking right back up from where he left off. Score 17-0, 13:30 left in the second quarter. All right, so where are we at as far as the ladies? We're at 32% female on the channel. 32%. Jeff King, and here we go. Yeah, ladies showing up. Ladies definitely showing up on the channel, taking over. And it's fun to see it. It's fun to see it. If you have not already, I do have the merch out. Say it with your chest t-shirts, stickers, coffee mugs. Also, kick the damn ball. So make sure you go check it out. You know, it's so funny. I may just start watching it like this. Right? Because of the bigger screen, it just makes sense. But I'd rather have like everything on that screen, so I might just like switch it.
was best. It was over the second half last year. It's kind of been backed into its own end for this entire game and hasn't been able to come up with a stop. Brock Purdy's 10 out of 12, 2 touchdowns.
Unbelievable. Just as this whole journey in the offseason, from the injury to the rehab to the recovery to being ready in week 1, is unbelievable.
All right, 49ers kick it back off to the Steelers.
Touchback taken, and we go down to Pam Oliver.
Yeah, Joe, Brock Purdy's improbable list of accomplishments in a short span of time with the San Francisco 49ers just does cause one to marvel. His latest, Purdy was recently named one of 6 team captains for the team. We spoke to Purdy about the honor. He said he walked into the team meeting room, saw his name listed on the PowerPoint, and felt his heart drop.
Purdy is proving the word irrelevant is just that, a word. Listen, if anyone's doing their best Tom Brady impression, it's him right now.
Another young quarterback here trying to get it going himself, and Kenny
Pickett. Ooh, what a hit.
Is absolutely shut down.
Wow.
by Talanoa Hufanga. Warren caught it, and as soon as he did, Hufanga
and there's going to be a flag.
There is also a flag.
Holding on the offense. May just says, stop trying to make Purdy the next Tom Brady. We're not trying to make Purdy the next Tom Brady. He's his own person. But listen,
that penalty's declined. Second down.
The man was Mr. Irrelevant in the draft, and he's not balling like somebody that should have been picked where he was. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what you do. Every once in a while, you've got to tell your tackles, hey, you got to stand up and block this guy one-on-one. We can't double team him all day long. We can't be losing one guy to help you on every single snap. And boy, he really took advantage
Second and
of
15.
that one-on-one situation there.
Second down and long. Kenny Pickett in trouble.
Pickett throws. That's another. Oh my goodness! It was almost another interception, but Warner dropped it. This is not looking good for these Steelers.
Is going to impact the throw by Kenny Pickett, and it gets behind. And you're exactly right, Joe. I mean, if he catches that clean, he's coming underneath. That could be a pick 6. He's going to have to catalog that one.
I do love a tasty burger.
Sounds like that won't be a problem. Hey, Cleveland Ferrell, just 4 years removed from being the 4th overall pick of the draft of the Raiders. In his first game of the 49ers, already making an impact. He applied the pressure.
Yeah, that's going to be a false start. Steelers are just collapsing. Wow.
I don't think anybody in the Steeler fan base could have imagined the start of the game the way it has gone on this afternoon. And a lot of these mistakes self-induced. This is a very talented San Francisco team, but boy, you sure are giving them a lot of help right now.
Third down and 20.
Pickett tries to get out of trouble, is tripped up.
Second of this first half.
This is not looking good whatsoever.
Here's Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Joe. Number 4 overall pick, Anthony Richardson, making his NFL debut.
Hey, Richardson.
Himself. 2-yard score. We are all tied at 7. Joe?
All right, Carissa. Punt team back onto the field for the Steelers.
Steelers will punt again.
Harvin. It's a good one. Ray McLeod's going to have a chance
Taken from the 29.
And they've got him hemmed in. McLeod's helmet comes off. Flag comes out as he goes down.
During the return, personal foul.
Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am insane. And maybe it's time for you to find out how insane I am.
49ers back on offense, leading 17-0. And taking what was a
12 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second quarter. 49ers up.
Almost the first half.
17-0.
Back in a moment.
I'll just take a quick timeout commercial break. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us today. We got 126 likes. The next goal is going to be 150, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you're smashing a like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. As far as the votes go, 49ers holding down a well-respected 57% out of 203 as we get to the second quarter timeout. Hard 804, cream of the crop. Yeah, man. James says, put in Mitch. He said, put in Mitch Trubisky. What's up, Jason? At least the Steelers fans are getting a good show from Brock Purdy and the 49ers. Ugh. All right, let's look at the scores around the league. You got Houston and Baltimore. Ravens up 7-0. Browns, Bengals. Browns up 3-0. Buccaneers, Vikings. Buccaneers up 3-0. Titans, Saints. Titans up 6-3. Falcons up 7-0 against the Panthers. Jags and Colts tied at 7 apiece. James Walker, what up, man? What's going on with you today?
Later today on CBS and Fox, followed by Sunday Night Football on NBC, and conclude with Monday Night Football on ABC and ESPN. Then Week 2 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Welcome back to NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by YouTube TV here in Pittsburgh. 17-0, San Francisco ahead. Early on second quarter. Long faces in black and yellow. And the Niners back on offense from midfield after the 15-yard penalty on.
All right, first and 10 for these 49ers. Handoff to McCaffrey. He goes nowhere.
There is a flag down.
And there's also a flag.
Illegal motion. Offense number 19. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
Last time the Steelers trailed by 17 points,
Lucy,
week
he's
one
good.
At home, 1997, when you were part of that mess. You had a touchdown that day. The 37-7 Cowboys win.
Making up for that championship game in 19-4 drive that we pulled out a couple plays
right.
ago.
You're back even. It's not about you anymore, Moose. Moving
First
forward.
and 15.
First down and 15 after the penalty. Back to McCaffrey. Looks to cut it against
McCaffrey, and he gets wrapped up again. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Injury update down to the field. Here's
So if Steelers are going to do anything, they've got to get a big stop right now. Got to get a big stop. You got to score. I would like to see them start relying on the run instead of the pass.
One of the key pieces of this defense that
Ernie Brown, what up, man?
In the NFL. I mean, traditionally,
what's going on with you today?
Steelers, you think hard-nosed defense, and they've been like that lately. Hayward, one of the Pro Bowlers on that side of the ball for him.
Second and 14.
Trying to come up with their first stop of the day.
Purdy
Second
drops
and 15.
back, quick throw to the middle, gets it over to Debo.
Lowered the shoulder.
And he'll get about 7 yards on the play. Third and 7.
Brought him down, and it's third down.
Yeah, that's a big loss for Pittsburgh. If Cam
Chiefs
Hayward
Kingdom
can't
says
get
Steelers
back.
are
I
a
thought it was
joke.
interesting talking to Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, they haven't really dug into the Steelers team since 2019.
Game's not
the last
over
time
yet.
They played. And he said, you put on the tape
Not
and you
over
see
yet.
Cam Hayward. Oh, yeah, he's in year 13. You expect maybe a little drop off. And he's like, oh, my goodness. The guy is still playing at a very high level, very complimentary of Mika Fitzpatrick.
Third and 7. Can these Steelers get a big stop?
If Cam Hayward's out for the day.
Third down and 7. Steelers trying to make something happen. At the very least, get off of the field here. Purdy.
Pressure. Purdy steps up, throws.
Down to Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk gets it.
Brock Purdy kept it
First
alive
down.
And then threaded the needle for a completion of 16 to keep the drive going. Flag comes in at the end.
And there's a flag. Why?
A lot of people talk about the sneaky athleticism of Brock Purdy. Watch him read the rush up front, steps up, climbs.
After the play was over, personal foul. Defense number 29. Half a distance from the goal line. First down.
Always moving forward with his eyes down the field. Good throw to Brandon Ayuk there. And just another critical mistake by the Steelers defense. This does not resemble a Mike Tomlin coach team in this opener today.
Levi Wallace called for that
Emotional damage.
And this is what drew it. Tied up with Jennings. I mean,
frustration. That's all it is. It's frustration. This is
Faces on fire, so this is embarrassing. This is bad.
Manage your emotions during the course
this is
of the
real
game.
bad.
And Levi Wallace lost his cool right there. Cost his team.
Down to the 16.
Mike Tomlin's got to be fuming right now.
Old school luck here. Under center, out of the eye with Juszczyk in the game. Leading the way from
Toss.
McCaffrey
hits that edge. He'll get maybe about 3 on the run. 2nd and 7.
Well, if it's felt like this entire game has been played on this half of the field, it's because it has. Average starting field position for San Francisco has been almost at midfield.
Hart says his eyes is real big.
Right there, just from where you
Yeah, Tomlin's eyes always gets real big when things aren't going his way. And right now they're about to pop out of his head because this is not looking good.
Pittsburgh,
especially if these 49ers can score again.
Second and 7. Pittsburgh brings an extra man.
Purdy in trouble. He'll get wrapped up. He goes down.
The ball came out and Watts got
and it came out. The ball came out.
Purdy was down. Steelers desperate for a big play.
They're trying to go through this pile.
TJ Watt.
And it looks like the Steelers may have it, and that may be the spark they needed.
The 49ers got back on the ball.
I don't know how they did it. It's Brock Purdy is squeezing it from behind to his back. It is out right now. And watch this. He's going to reach around and pull it to his back.
I don't know.
Careful with that elbow, too.
They're going to give it to him, so 49ers still have it. 3rd and 7. Wait a minute.
There's a challenge flag by Mike
Yeah,
Tomlin.
he's going to challenge that. He's got to challenge
and
that.
And the challenge flag is out from Mike Tomlin.
All right, what happens right now? He's got a pretty good hold on it.
Yeah, he's got a hold on
his
that
back.
thing. I think
our rules expert, Dean Blandino. Dean, hello, Dean. What do you see here, my man?
How are you guys? Yeah, interesting one to kick off the season. Clearly a fumble, and then it comes down to the recovery. The recovery is reviewable, and you're going to see Purdy, like you said, watch this shot. He does get both hands on the football. TJ Watt trying to pull it out. Offensive lineman jumps in there.
The runner was down with the football.
Yeah, he's down with the football, so it's still going to be 49ers ball.
And obviously, Coach Tomlin is challenging that. To me, he's not going to win this challenge. It would have to be clear that Watt had possession. It looks like Purdy had it pinned beneath his body, and it would have to be something clear to change it.
While they take a look, we'll take a break.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Yeah, Purdy had it literally under his body, had both hands behind his back, ball in hand. So still 49ers ball, they'll have it. And the Steelers will lose the timeout, but it's not looking good right now. Hey, listen, I'm probably one of the few that literally goes out and takes full accountability for my analytics and what I look at, and coming into this game, it was bad. I'm not even going to front. It was bad. I had the Steelers doing way better than this. But to my credit, I did have the 49ers at number 3 in my power rankings for a reason, and they're showing why. And depending on how these Eagles play, we already seen what KC did, so they're going to drop a little bit. It's going to be interesting getting into week 2 power rankings without a doubt. So there you go. Scores around the league. You've got the Browns and the Bengals still 3-0. Browns up there. Tampa Bay looks like they got a field goal. So it's 3-7 against the Vikings. Titans and the Saints. Titans up 6-3. Panthers and Falcons still tied at 7 apiece. Jags and Colts still tied at 7 apiece. Timeout, commercial break. Emmanuel, what up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Ryan says Steelers fans will say refs robbed them this game. No, there's no excuse for letting Purdy do what he's doing right now if you're on defense. And to be honest, they're not even letting Purdy doing anything. He's finding a way to ball, the same as he did last year. And he's looking good out there. Got to give credit where it's due.
Right here, if they're able to convert for the first down or score here, what a great play by Brock Purdy, not giving up on that football.
3rd and 7.
Four to choose from to the near side. Purdy looks the other way. Flag down. End zone for Kellen.
Throw to the end zone, incomplete, but there's a flag.
In the area of holding.
Shout out to Lutza. Oh, no, the green guys.
The penalty declined. 4th down.
So it's going to be 4th and 7. 49ers will kick a field goal here.
Challenge call, and Dean Blandino, you think they got
Jeff
this one
says
right?
barn burners all over the league. You know what? I did expect that to a degree, Jeff. And it makes sense, right? It's the first week. All these teams are trying to figure themselves out. There's going to be so many adjustments needed.
Couple plays later, field goal.
Obviously, I think tonight's game will be big, but the majority of these games right now, they're going to be hard fought on both sides of the field.
First game in the NFL.
As Moody hits the field goal, scores 20-0.
The 49ers to the field goal, keeps it a 3-score game.
49ers up.
We'll be right back.
Robert says, you scared of one Jets fan? No, sir. No, sir. I'm not worried about the Jets. I cannot wait until tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'll be in full uniform. You guys don't have to worry. It's going to be a great time. All the Jets fans are going to show up. I'm sure of it. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Monday nights normally are. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Obviously, if the numbers are right, we'll go ahead and give away a jersey. And we'll make that happen. Hold on one second.
They've got to make some plays right now to get this game turned around, or it's going to get away from them.
And here's some good news. Cameron Hayward coming back out onto the sideline. But T.J. Watt out on that drive when they were out near midfield coming into Steeler territory was on the sideline recovering. And then as soon as they got down into that red zone, he pops in.
Luther says Jay in the red. I could put on the red digs.
Any momentum
I could do that.
By the offense on this drive. It's not 24.
Throwing the red digs jersey. Make that happen. As the 49ers kick it back to the Steelers.
You said they've been close to busting a couple of these with Anthony McFarland. Let's see here. He's got a little room.
McFarland.
Turns the corner with
and he'll get to the 37. It's 35.
But the Masked Singer is back for season 10, and it's bigger and better than ever with amazing themes, colossal costumes, and mind-blowing performances. It all kicks off with the biggest reveal in Masked Singer history tonight after football on Fox. What does this offense have to do to get a little something going?
Get a first down. Don't take a chunk right now. Just get a first down. Get something positive.
Shout out to Jeff.
Defense catch their breath.
We haven't been scared of the Jets in decades.
Warren stays in the running back. We've not seen Najee Harris in a while. Warren with a short game. Second down to the line.
Hasn't made a sighting yet, but Warren will get a few yards.
Thank you, Joe.
It'll be
Falcons
3rd and 6.
winning 7-0 over Carolina. #1 overall pick Bryce Young gets his first career touchdown, a 4-yarder to Hayden Hurst. We are all tied at 7. Joe.
All right, Chris, in what feels like a wide open South. 20-0.
2nd and 9.
49ers in front. 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. Warren again. Block from Robinson. And then the
Warren will get another
Fred Warner.
Couple yards. Fred Warner is balling this game.
He's been their leading tackler every year. He's already in the top 5 of the
Absolutely
49ers'
balling.
long storied history.
Yeah, watch the edge. Watch how the edge is well blocked, right? You're going to get Bosa pinned to the inside.
Lucy, yeah, we can do that.
On the corner support, boom.
We'll make it happen.
Warner.
Robert says, I'm here because Jay knows what he's doing, and when it comes to football,
fill in that hole.
Not for your jinx, Bills.
5-7 here,
5-7.
Back-to-back
3rd and
runs.
6.
Not much doing on him. 3rd and 6.
Pickett throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Could have been picked off.
Would have been a first down. Lenore with the coverage. And another 3 and out.
Wow.
And I tell you, Pat Fryermuth went down very awkwardly when he tried to reach back to the inside to make that catch, and a little gimpy getting off the field. Hopefully he's all right, and you don't not only have to come out and punt,
not
but your
good.
tight end is going to miss a couple of snaps
For these Steelers.
Kenny Pickett 5 of 9, 9 yards. Punt angled to the sideline. And that is where the 49ers will take over.
You know, and the sad thing about it is I had the Steelers pretty high in the power rankings. This is if they can't change things around, this is going to make me question a lot. Man. All right. 6 minutes, 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Your 49ers up 20-0. As far as the poll goes, 209 votes, 57% for your 49ers. Quick timeout, commercial break. Steelers fans hyped up fraud Pickett. Oh, man. Lexus says Steelers always show up in the second half. There's still hope. There's still hope. As far as your scores around the league, Jags up 14-7. Panthers and Falcons still tied at 7 apiece. Titans 6, Saints 3, Vikings 7, Buccaneers 3, Browns 3, Bengals 0, Ravens 7, Texans 3. Forrest says, Jay, the hope is slim and none. Not even slim to none. It's slim and none. Slim and doesn't exist. Calvin Ridley's on fire. We expected that. I expected Calvin Ridley to ball out. The way he was looking, speed out of this world.
Jalen Warren since, and he's normally the guy that shoulders most of the load.
Yeah, and, you know, last season we talked about that turnaround. A lot of that was starting to lean on that run game a little bit more. So not having Najee Harris out there right now is a big loss for the Steelers. He's their go-to guy in that run game.
Listen, people were hyping up Warren so much. I had people screaming at me because Warren was supposed to be amazing. And I said, let Anthony McFarland get in there. And now they're having all kinds of issues at running.
He's chased by Loudermilk.
As Purdy gets out of trouble, he'll pick up about 3 yards on the scramble. 3rd and 6. Tien says, how good is the Niners? Really good. You see the score right now?
He'll think about it. I mean,
they're really good. Brock Purdy is playing poised. He is playing focused, and he looks like a true veteran right now. And I'm sure anyone who's actually watching right now will agree with me.
When he scrambles towards the sideline, we're in the middle of the field.
Because he's the kind of guy when he's not thinking about it, he'll lower his shoulder. He'll go after a guy. There's a flutterer that might have been tipped at the line, or at least his arm was hit. His block got in there.
It'll be 3rd and 6.
It's one of those ones where San Francisco fans holding their breath a little bit. You get T.J. Watt close right as he releases that football. Working on Colton McKivitz, gets inside, and there's something very similar to what we saw last year in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, Purdy's got to keep that hand under control. He doesn't want to deal with another injury. 3rd and 6.
Steelers trying to force their first punt. Purdy,
Quick
quick
pass,
out for McCaffrey.
and McCaffrey will get the
Couldn't
first
keep him on
down.
his feet. It's going to depend on the spot, and it looks like they've given him enough.
Forward motion. Forward progress.
That's really the first time that they've kind of broken formation. They've motioned Christian McCaffrey out, but that time they break formation.
I got a question for Bob Evans.
Outside, and you draw Quan Alexander.
Do you respect Purdy?
And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that matchup.
Bob Evans Purdy was Bob Evans' biggest fan last year.
Good sign for the Steelers. Cameron Hayward is back.
Do you respect Purdy now, Bob Evans? 1st and 10 for these 49ers.
5.5 to go in this first half. From the 35, a toss to
Toss
Debo
to
Samuel.
Debo.
He comes downhill and lunges ahead for 4 or 5. We were talking about the drop-off in Samuel's
not yet.
last year. Wasn't in the best shape.
What does he have to do to gain your respect?
To camp, he got hurt, maybe as a result of that. And then
I need to know.
his tail as the year went on, trying to get right.
What does he have to do to fully
This
gain your
summer, he sat
respect?
down and had a
Does he got to go win a Super Bowl? Does he just have to have a good season?
Said, look, dude,
he's playing another scrub team.
Direction. If you don't find a way to get in better shape, and a little more than a month later, he sees him again for the next time at camp, and he says, "Oh my gosh, he actually did it! He actually got."
Robo Jimbo says 5
40
touchdowns.
days, and soon after that was elected captain for the first time, largely because
He's got to win every game and win 3 Super Bowls. Dak Prescott hasn't even done that.
And that's exactly
Come on now, stop it.
To hear at that time, and he owned it. You're right, Coach. You know,
Can't expect this kid to do something Dak Prescott hasn't done and say you don't respect him because he hasn't done it.
I wasn't working hard enough.
And as soon as we see Cameron Hayward come back in, he limps off.
It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's going to be hard. If you've got a groin and you're in that defensive line and you're trying to hold the point, it's going to be tough for Cameron Hayward.
Yo, shout out
to
to Jeff.
The rest of the afternoon,
Jeff woke up in a cold sweat, looking around for his wallet.
Because things aren't going that way for this Steeler team, and they could use any help they can get, and he would have been a big help if he could have given him a couple of snaps.
He's a guy who so many times has fought through things to be
Shout
on the
out
field.
to you,
He
Jeff.
hasn't missed a game because of an
2nd
injury
and 5.
in 6 years. 2nd and 5. Hayward out, Watt out of the game as well. Handed to Elijah Mitchell. Finishes forward.
Mitchell will
Down
fight
behind by
maybe
Larry
just short of the
Ogunjobi,
first down.
Who's been dealing with a foot and an ankle issue. So limited playing time today. Gets his first tackle there. And it's 3rd and 1.
What up, Gemini? Football is back. Watching these games, getting ready for the Giants tonight. Got you, bro. Got you. 3rd and 1 for these 49ers.
Play clock winding down, and flag comes out. Where did they get the timeout in?
Before the flag, timeout, 49ers. They're 2nd of the half.
Eric, yeah, man.
30-second timeout.
Shout out to you, bro.
Let's check in with Kurt.
Says, I still think the Bills finish first in the division. The Dolphins and Jets will be fighting
All right,
for
coming
the
up on the
second
Verizon
spot.
halftime, TB and the gang will join us for
I agree.
highlights from week 1.
You know what? It's the first halftime show of our 30th season of the NFL on Fox. Hey, I think I look pretty good for 30.
Your calculator's missing some digits.
Is it? I don't know. No.
You only get one shot, guys. Your first
What up,
halftime,
Shantae? Shantae in the building.
week Of the 30th year. No pressure.
Much
3rd
love,
and
much
1
love.
for the Niners. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Purdy goes under center out of the timeout.
That's the problem that he plays with the
Toss for
49ers, huh?
McCaffrey. Chased by
McCaffrey gets it,
Roberts. Got away from him
and he's
and
going
got
to
a first
skate
down
by
to
for the
midfield.
first down.
I wonder what Kyle Shanahan was doing on the 3rd and 1 where he let the clock run down and took the timeout. That's something you see on 4th down, maybe trying to draw a penalty. Was he gathering some information to try and figure out what to call
A-Rod
on
went
the
to a
third?
very
That was
difficult division.
interesting. I've never
Hey,
really
listen.
seen that before.
He said, I want to go to New
Here's
York.
Trent Williams. We talk about him as a pass protector and everything, but look at that.
I want to go to New York.
Like a Cam Hayward.
That's what he
You
said.
know, many years in the NFL.
I'm sick of this
still at
cheese.
the top of his game.
I want to go see. I want to go see the city.
10-time
Pro Bowler
in his last 11 years. McCaffrey again.
As McCaffrey gets the handoff, he'll get about
time, settles for a gain of 2.
2 on the run.
This is one of those areas where this is the wheelhouse for the 49er offense. You come out and you grab a lead, and this run game is so diverse. And people will say, well, it's basically just stretch one way or the other. Yeah, but the way that it get to that play with all the different formations and motions and everything to kind of challenge your responsibilities makes it very hard to defend. So it's going to be interesting to watch. You can take some pressure off of Brock Purdy and throw in the football and really kind of work on your run game here in week 1 the way they've started this first half at 20-0.
2nd and 8. Empty it out for Purdy. Steelers bring an extra man. Purdy feels him coming.
Purdy gets out of trouble. Throw is caught. Deebo Samuel with another first down. Wow.
I mean, unblocked off the edge. You would think it would have been a hot situation with George Kittle right there. But just great field by Brock Purdy. Escapes to the outside. Across his body back in towards the middle of the field.
Purdy throwing across his body, making plays, getting out of trouble.
Looks a little bit like Iowa State Brock Purdy. He loved to run around the field, make things happen. Bit of a risk taker.
The kid's having fun out there.
And turned what should have been a sack there into a first down pickup and brought us to the 2-minute warning. In a week 1 matchup that has been dominated.
All right, 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. Score is 20-0. Ryan Devlin says Purdy over Mahomes right now. I mean, it's true. You can't even be mad at it because it's true. You're absolutely right, Ryan. Purdy is over Mahomes right now, stats-wise. Shout out to Faded Ghoul. What up, man? What's going on with you as we get to this quick timeout commercial break? Jets did get better, no question, but have they caught the Bills? We'll find out. Yeah, I mean, the Jets got better on paper, right? They got better on paper. It's the action that counts, just like these Steelers. The Steelers got better on paper, and that's why I predicted the Steelers to win, but look at what we're dealing with right now. It's 20-0. So when you look good on paper, doesn't matter. Life says Mahomes has 2 championships. That's disrespectful. What are you talking about is disrespectful? The NFL is about what have you done for me lately? And right now, Purdy looks better than Mahomes. Where's the lie? Where's the disrespect? Were the Chiefs ever up 20-0? No. It's not disrespectful at all. But sometimes the facts can hurt, and I get it. I understand. The facts hurt. But that's just the reality of it. If you had to choose a quarterback right now based off of stats, would you choose Purdy or would you choose Mahomes? Because Mahomes threw an interception. Purdy hasn't yet. Right?
In 49ers, and they've got it at the Steeler 37. 1st and 10, and Purdy looks to throw. Kittle can't get it. Incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Dangerously
it'll be 2nd and 10.
Before falling harmlessly. This is the 5th incompletion of a very clean first half for Brock Purdy. Anointed the guy with the trade of Trey Lance and obviously Jimmy Garoppolo going to the Raiders, but there were still questions coming into this game coming off of the elbow injury. He has answered any question that there might have been.
Yeah, George Kittle getting a piece of TJ Watt as he releases, but TJ Watt getting a piece of George Kittle too.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Purdy stepping up. Throws deep. Arm is hit. It's going to be incomplete.
There. He's having a good first
3rd and 10.
Third-year man out of Wisconsin.
Minute 50 on the clock.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
They're going to need some help down there in that defensive line with the rotation with Cam Hayward out right now. Yeah, if you're not going to get there, get up, elevate, try and impact that throw. Gets a hand on it, deflects it.
Steelers, Daryl, have had a few chances to get off of the field on 3rd down, yet to do so. They've been out there like this whole first half.
All eyes on Jets tomorrow, especially Rodgers. Yeah, without a doubt.
Just out of the reach to maybe create a turnover as well.
3rd and 10.
Draw play.
And there's going to be a flag, free play for your 49ers as the Steelers were offsides. Faded, yeah, man. Purple said the same thing. Like, she didn't get the notification earlier. I'm wondering why. I don't get it.
There is no foul on the play. Prior to the snap, Pittsburgh called their final time.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a 30-second timeout.
I don't know. I'm trying to hold your boy Jay down, but it's all right. We're still here.
There we go.
Instead of
still here. We're going to fight through it.
3rd and 10 again.
And we'll be all right.
The thing that Kyle Shanahan will be upset about, I think T.J. Watt was offsides, and that's going to get you to 3rd and 5, and you got
they pick it. It's funny because they sometimes pick and choose depending on the game. You know, if there's too many people streaming a certain game, and
20 minutes
algorithm can't figure it out, and all this other stuff. It's all kinds of weird stuff.
Week 1, you're not in as good a shape as you're going to be in mid-season.
Kyle says my notifications have never worked. Yeah, so I mean, there's two steps to it. Obviously, you have to make sure that you click the bell and that you turn on all notifications. But then you also have to make sure that whatever app you have on your phone, like the YouTube app, you have to make sure that you set that to get notifications as well.
You know, to have a little bit of success throwing against this Niners defense, and they have not.
Don C. Next stream's going to be Eagles and Patriots.
Another flag, which often color week 1 more than any other week.
Illegal snap. Offense number 54. That's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down. Please reset the game clock to 150.
Ooh, look at that. Titans and Saints tying it up at 6 apiece.
5 penalties on both sides in this first half.
You got Minnesota Vikings, Tampa Bay, 10-9, a 1-point game there. It's also a one-point game for Baltimore and the Texans, 7-6.
A minute 50 to go in this first half. Drive's been going for almost 6 minutes. This is the 11th play. Purdy waiting for something to open up. It never does. He floats one incomplete. Pressure came from DeMarvin Leal. And finally, the Steelers, you think, have forced a punt. Almost to that range where you might think about it with Moody's leg, but here they will send the punt team out there.
I think he's got plenty to get it there from 60. You know, pregame going this direction, he did 53, and he was halfway up the uprights. He's got the leg.
Gorgeous game situation. He'll decide to punt it. A minute 43, and the Steelers having done nothing on offense. Wisnowski, one of the best in the NFL, pinning it inside the 20, does so inside the 10 here.
Take it at
Samuel
the
Womack
4.
on special teams.
Steelers have a minute 33 on the clock.
Spotted at the 5. And now this
doesn't
from
show on the
Progressive.
stream. You have to go to his channel, refresh it before it pops up.
This is a
yeah, Faded. I don't know, man. You know, YouTube's on some stuff, but I do have a theory. And I'll tell you why. They obviously just started that deal with the NFL, so they're doing a lot of their streaming. So there's going to be a shakeup of some of these guys who are streaming on YouTube. Obviously, we'll be able to fight through it because that's just how the algorithm works. But there's a shakeup right now because of what's going on with the deals in the NFL and all that kind of stuff. But things will get back to normal, and I'm not worried about it. It's just today. It's literally just today. You guys know how this works.
Yeah, you come out, do something that's not high risk, but gives you an opportunity maybe for a first down. See what happens on this first snap, and then make your decision how you want to play this last 135. I wouldn't be super aggressive here.
Pickett to the sideline. George Pickens.
Pickett to Pickens combo.
Okay, now roll into
It's
your
a little something, but hey.
2-minute offense right here and see if you can get into some type of rhythm. Maybe get a field goal attempt here going in at halftime.
At the very least, they have a first down. Their first
Shout out the bass players. So switch to the Browns game, Jay. It's okay. Love your channel, Rock. Shout out to you, bass player. We may have to. We may have to if this thing gets out of hand here, 27-0. I think that'll make more sense.
Mike Tomlin's thinking,
and I'll probably just switch the name anyways.
Hold up.
Well, I think he's. What are we looking at? Right. You know, it's a catch and run. And did we get the first down? Is he just trying to see where the spot was? Are they gonna make him sweat it out a couple more seconds?
Yeah, 3-0 at halftime. I expected at least a touchdown by now for the Bengals. This is crazy.
George Pickens, he's a specimen, isn't he? Impressive second-year man out of Georgia.
Michael H. So Burrow got the bag, and now he doesn't know how to play anymore.
Justin Jefferson's catch against the Bills live in that game. We all remember
you know what?
Odell Beckham Jr. catch.
For those who know,
I tell you what,
of the conversations we've had, how many times have I said it? Make these guys earn the money. Give them incentives instead of all this guaranteed money.
Oh, my gosh. Still looking for that.
This man's the highest paid player in the league right now, and he hasn't scored a touchdown today. Okay? Make it make sense.
The big thing is it took away the
make
rhythm.
it make
Now
sense.
You think you get the first down, you're going to roll into an up-tempo offense.
2nd and 1.
The brakes put on you.
Pickett off his back foot, heaves one up there. Pickens can't get there. Coverage for Ward. He's got a pick in this first half. They thought they had a free play, it looks like.
Yeah, no flag on that. It looked like there might have been a jump on the left side, but yeah, I don't know if George Pickens is going full speed here right now. You saw him look to the sideline, but he should know, hey, I got to go now because I might have a free play.
Eli says you only hunt when you're hungry. Got to keep him hungry. Exactly.
He looks like he gave up at the top of
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Hey, Fem here. Hey, Lester.
Niners defense trying to
Burrow's
make that
struggling today.
Spot. Lynn Large here. 3rd and short. Handed off for Harris. He's got a first down.
Harris, nice move. He's got big space. Finally, we see something from the run game. And a hit at the end. There's a flag, so add some more to it. As Najee Harris gets 24 yards on the run.
Great vision by Najee Harris right here. You see the back door. Nice job by Allen Robinson, a vet doing it. There's George Pickens working on the outside, getting the block so he can turn that corner. Allen Robinson, though, you talk to people, and this is from Terrell Lawson, defense coordinator.
I'm getting crushed in my fantasy right now. What is going on?
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness by number 2.
Oh, Justin Jefferson must be going off right now. He's got 7 receptions for 138 yards.
And he would go to Allen Robinson right away.
Shout out to Justin Jefferson,
Just
man.
one of those veterans that knows how to get open in the slot. The great thing is they put George Pickens with him as a roommate through training camp. They go away and stay, from away from the facility. You've got so much downtime, and you get an opportunity for somebody like Allen Robinson to mentor a young guy like George Pickens.
Steelers had 13 yards of offense the entire half. They got 22 right there. The penalty moves it into Niners territory. The first play they've ran on this side of the field. Pickens
throw.
Pickett to the sideline.
That'll be caught.
And it is Robinson. He's got it right near the marker.
Get the first down. Rez, Jalen should be starting. Yeah.
A little bit short. 2nd down. 1 minute. Bosa, by the way, is out of the game for the first time today. Timing route, he's got Johnson.
And then Johnson gets another one. Pushed out of bounds with 51 seconds on the clock.
And they've ignited this crowd.
And I think the guy that's really helping out right here is Najee Harris. Watch him step up in pass protection right here. Thought he was going outside, gets a little bit, but holds his ground right there. That allows Kenny Pickett to get that throw outside.
Some rhythm.
It's amazing you can flounder around for all but the last 135 of this half and then come out and have a drive executed like this.
Empty it out. First down from the 23.
Another quick throw, and they get out of bounds again.
That's Johnson again.
So, okay. Steelers are looking to score before we end this first half.
Here comes Nick Bosa.
See if they can make it interesting.
Coach, put me back out there.
But your defense is going to have to step up.
30 to 40
it's 10-0. Browns up.
Much protecting him from himself because he showed up and said, "I can play the whole game." All right, big fella.
Sparktabulous is just out of church. What up, man? Yeah, the 49ers getting it in.
2nd and 3, 46 seconds. One timeout for the Steelers. Pickett has found some rhythm on this drive.
Pickett throws middle, incomplete.
Coverage from Ambry Thomas.
Fryermuth takes a big hit, slow to get up.
Yeah, he took a big hit from Talanoa Hufanga.
Oof, took one to the
Good
chest.
Clean hit, shoulder into the chest.
Took it to the chest. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, we have talked
Shout
about
out to
players
Michael
safety.
H.
This is a great example of the respect that guys have and how they've learned how to deliver that big hit without putting the opponent in a position.
What are they booing for? Just relax.
Very well done by Talanoa Hufanga.
Took his shoulder to the chest, got the wind knocked out of him. Let him walk it off. He'll be all right.
This is 4-down territory. You got to start scoring touchdowns.
Stop being weak.
You got to have something.
Boys is paid millions of dollars to go out there and get hit and get hit hard.
San Francisco's going to come back out on offense. So just to get it to 20-3, be able to talk about a positive drive that started at your 5-yard line and you got points.
Kenny Pickett trying to sail across that bridge if we get there. 3rd down and 3. They empty it out again over the middle.
Throw, drop. That would have been a touchdown if you reeled it in. But Greenlaw tipped it, and that'll be 4th and 3. So what do you do here? Are you gonna take the 3? Are you gonna kick? Or are you gonna go for the touchdown? I mean, you might as well go for the touchdown.
I mean, crosses his face. He's wide open. Linebacker on the other side. He's pivoted out. That's behind the receiver. That should have been a touchdown for the Steelers.
And they are going to go for it.
Yeah, you got to go for this. You got to go for this. You got to get a touchdown. 3 points isn't going to do anything for you. You need to put up big points.
4th down and 3. Timeout.
And there's going to be a timeout called by the 49ers.
San Francisco called their last time out of the half. 30 seconds in length.
I don't agree with this because it's such a momentum-based game, right? And what you're doing is you're forfeiting your momentum and giving it back to San Francisco.
Kenny Pickett, you were touching on it, Dale, after a perfect preseason, literally a perfect quarterback rating in the preseason, 9 out of 16, 49 yards and a pick. Brock Purdy on the other side, 14 out of 21, 2 scores.
Able to get into a rhythm, use his supporting cast. It's not just been Brock Purdy in the offense.
Ludus says J3 is better than 0.
And that defense and how they've played.
Not right now. Not with the way these 49ers are playing. You need touchdowns.
Has had some mistakes out
I mean, I would agree.
Played a very good first half.
Just because the number 3 is better than 0, but
take the points, it's 20 to
you got to
3.
put up a touchdown right now.
You've given San Francisco, they've just taken back all the work you've put into this drive.
McFarland instead of Harris. 4th down and 3. McFarland out of the backfield.
McFarland.
It's a low throw, but it gets him enough for a first down. 32 seconds. Clock winds.
Clock rolls.
Good catch right there. And Pickett spikes it.
He's been off a little bit with his throws. We showed you the one on the snap before that had the potential to be a catch and run for a touchdown, and that was a lot harder than it needed to be to convert that 4th down.
All importantly, they do to Anthony McFarland. After the spike, it's 2nd and 10. 23 seconds. Ball at the San Francisco 11. Steelers trying to take momentum into halftime. Harris replaces McFarland. 2nd and 10. Pickett, sideline. Pickens thrown out of bounds.
Pickens gets wrapped up, thrown out of bounds.
18 seconds. 3rd down.
Well, defense, that doesn't make sense. You want to keep them out of inbounds so the clock rolls.
Get to see who Kenny Pickett has developed, who he feels most confident in.
Shout out to Jeff, $275 million. You tell him, Burrow. You make too much money for your necklace to be fake.
Coming down to the bottom of the screen right here. Pat Fryermuth has been a great.
Just can't put it all on the field, though, huh?
On third down, steps into pressure and throws incomplete. Flags fly. Armstead applied pressure. Might have gotten part of his arm on that throw, leading to such an errant toss. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal contact on the defense.
While the quarterback had the ball in the pocket, illegal contact. Defense number 2. That's half the distance to the goal line.
Why would you?
Automatic first down.
Stupid defensive mistakes like that just hurt me, because it's going to lead to a touchdown.
5 yards down the field.
Face mask by Diamador Lenore.
13 seconds.
Setting up this 1st and goal for the Steelers now.
All right, here's an interesting situation, right? You're going to have to run your field goal team on from the sideline in this situation. They're out of timeouts. You're way down at this end of the field. If you get tackled in bounds, trying to get that field goal team out to get that execution in 13 seconds is right on that bubble. We were around 15, 16 when I played.
1st and goal.
So you're a little bit underneath where your comfort zone is.
Steelers got to have it. 1st down and goal inside the 5. Pickett in zone.
Pickett throws. Fryer move.
Touchdown to Fryer.
Finally. My goodness. Took all of 2 quarters, but the Steelers finally get in for a score.
There's Fryermuth on the left-hand side. Pushes up a little bit. Quick snap out. Just past Dre Greenlaw's outstretched hand. We talked about Kenny Pickett.
Bob says, why is Bosa out?
On this drive,
the same reason why Joe Burrow is playing like garbage right now.
That could have been in, or that would have been a pick.
He got paid too much money.
Throw of the day from Kenny Pickett. Caps this desperation drive.
Extra point is up. It is good. Now a 13-point game. 20-7.
25. Remember, the drive was about to end. They broke off that long run. And the 15-yard penalty tacked on top of it, and a touchdown they had to have. This is a penalty that moved it into 49ers territory significantly for the first time all day. They didn't stop there.
An aggressive play call on the 4th down. You know, I recommended taking that field goal and not losing the momentum you generated on that drive up until that point. They go for the 4th down.
Big Ben's flipping his TV over right now.
So now they've got,
without a doubt. Shout out to you, Martha. You got to imagine, though, being a Hall of Fame quarterback, watching your old team with the rookie go out there, and you're like, this is what I would do in this situation, and I can't believe he's not doing it.
Steelers fans, it's just the game's probably over. But now you're looking at it saying, okay, we're charged up. You got the touchdown, you get a stop, and you got a chance to be right back in the game.
All right, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to take us down to halftime. 20-7 is your score. I got to go and grab something to eat. The lady cooked, and it smells good. I will be back shortly, ladies and gentlemen, to get started with the second half. Shout out to you guys. See you momentarily.
Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. I'm running the race and I'm faster than them. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget them. I'm running the race and I'm faster than them. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget them. Homie, you know I gotta come back. You know I gotta get the racks. You know I gotta get them M's. I'm running the race and I'm faster than them. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget them. I'm running the race and I'm faster than them. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget them. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Flagrant, 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 flagrant,
Pound. We're talking about all the playmakers he's got, and he got them all involved.
That's the most important thing. It stresses your defense so much when you've got to worry about that many players. And you talked about some of these guys at their position being the #1 guys in the NFL at yards after the catch. And that makes them even more dangerous. Did they make them create more risk to get the explosive plays? They're kind of half and half. But I still like to see, Pittsburgh, if you're going to have
all
something
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are
field,
back.
To drop back, hold it, and throw it.
Third
Get
quarter.
T.J. Watt back into this game on the defensive side. He's going to be somebody that can flip
49ers,
the momentum back to you with a takeaway.
Steelers. 49ers have the ball. 1st and 10.
Steelers finally forced a punt late in that first half. Second half begins with a play-action pass.
Purdy throws. That'll be caught.
Samuel comes loose.
And Deebo Samuel pick up another first down. 10 yards on the catch.
Here's Pam.
Well, I spoke to Mike Tomlin about building off momentum with the way that half ended. He wasn't concerned about that. He had a punch list. He said, first of all, we have got to possess the football. That was his main message. He says we have been terrible at that, especially offensively. We have got to do a better job possessing the ball. I asked him about his quarterback. Does he have that ability to just brush off that dismal first half? He said he does completely. He says, if anything, the guy is pissed. I talked to Kyle Shanahan about the way the half ended. He said, we just gave it away. We played 28 minutes of terrific football and 2 minutes of terrible football. We've got the ball. Let's see what we can do with it. Just
nice spin move. McCaffrey, he's gone. This may be another touchdown. He's still on his feet. Gets to the 5. Touchdown, 49ers.
It's a 65-yard
65 yards.
Stealing the momentum right back.
What a run.
The beauty of this
Christian
play is the
McCaffrey
hustle down the field by Brandon Ayuk and Ray McLeod. It's going to be a nice run. It's going to be a 5, 6, 7-yard run. It's not going to be a long touchdown run until those two guys get involved.
What a play.
Puts McCaffrey over 100 yards for the days at 117 on just 12 carries. And it is his longest run since coming to San Francisco last October.
Here's number 11. Number 3 is split way out to the right. So there's Brandon Ayuk working there. Now he's going to release downfield. He sees this tackle right there by Levi Wallace. There's Brandon Ayuk coming in, taking the safety out. Now watch Ray McLeod hustle in here. All the way
where
from
does
the
that
other
put
side of the field. Doesn't
as far as fantasy
commit.
points?
Is very smart at the point of contact. When he gets there, continues to work.
That's the guy, Ray McLeod.
Put the third string
he
in.
Might get the ball once
get it
every
over
3 games, but is out there doing the dirty work.
All right, let's see.
Wow. That's what it's all about. You don't have long touchdown runs like that. Very rarely do you just hit one where you've got a seam and you can go untouched. You've got to have your wide receivers working the way that Brandon and Ray did on that play.
Tough.
And they steal any good feeling.
Justin Jefferson's had an amazing day to let us be short.
Open the lead back to 3 touchdowns.
Nighty night.
Less than a minute into this second half.
That's what Brock brings to the table. Great blocking and the threat of a pass. And, I mean, once McCaffrey gets those legs running, it's hard to stop him, man. You need 2 and 3 people to tackle him sometimes.
Perfectly done there to keep it in bounds and keep it out of McFarland's hands.
It's absolutely amazing. The talent that the 49ers have on this team right now.
What they found there on that last drive of the first half. He had 5 completions over their first 5 drives. They did not have a first down. Then they went 95 yards and got in the end zone to finish off the half.
More important now than it was prior to that drive by San Francisco with that explosive touchdown run by Christian McCaffrey. And when Pam talked to Mike, Tom talked about possessing the ball, less than 9 minutes time of possession in the first half. They cannot go 3 and out right here. They've got to tap into what they had in that last drive at the end of the first half.
Because all that turns into is the defense is on the field for over 20
Pickett
minutes.
Throws.
Underneath they go, and it is Deontay Johnson with
Johnson
a big
gets
gain
a
into
little room.
49ers territory. Then he comes up,
and now he's grabbing the back of his leg, grabbing the hamstring. Come on. Steelers can't catch a break.
Boy, just nothing going right. And just a little check down right there. Charvarius Ward, bad angle coming up to make the play, allows him to spin outside. Should have been a 5, 6-yard play instead of a 27-yard play.
And they help Johnson to his feet. 3rd catch of the game, but he limps his way off.
So quick timeout. Steelers with the Johnson with the injury. Score is 27-7. 13 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter as we take a quick timeout. Commercial break. Yeah, the hamstring's never good.
Who am I? I'm the greatest.
Never good.
Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. I'm running the race and I'm faster than him. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget him. I'm running the race and I'm faster than him. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget him. You know I gotta come back. You know I gotta get the racks. You know I gotta get them M's. I'm running the race and I'm faster than them. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget them. I'm running the race and I'm faster than them. Yeah, yeah. All of the trash, forget them. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant.
As far as the scores around the league, very, very shocked and surprised as far as some of these scores. And we're going to have to take an L on some of these. Some of them, not all of them, some of them.
Down for the Niners on their first drive. Pickett drops it off for Jalen Warren. Made one man miss and turned nothing into a little something there. He's got away from Dre Greenlaw initially, and then Fred Warner got him.
Well, they've got a good play out there. They've got two linemen for the two defenders, but they both end up on the same guy, and they leave Dre Greenlaw all by himself. Can't do that to him. He's going to make the tackle.
Overshadowed because of what Fred Warner does, but if you ask Fred Warner, he says, I'm not me without Dre. Said together we're like peanut butter and jelly out there.
Hey, 5-4
Johnson going to go back for a further look from the medical staff.
Let's go 2-6, go 2-6.
Got just 2, 2nd and 8. Warren straight ahead. Javon Hargrave, whose name we've not said yet today, in his first game with the 49ers. Rich get richer, him signing a 4-year contract coming over from Philly.
Get some big pressure inside, but going back to Dre Greenlaw, it was interesting. You mentioned how Steve Wilkes talked about Urlacher and Kuechly when he was talking about Fred Warner, and then Fred kind of made it. Hey,
who remembers that guy?
Briggs, he's my
Ryan Urlacher
from that combination. We don't even have to communicate. We can just look at each other and we know
what
we're
thinking. 6.
3rd down and 6. Bunch of guys up by the line of scrimmage. They rush 5 of them. Pickett flushed.
Pickett
throws
out of the pocket, throws.
Mooney with the coverage.
Incomplete.
4th down.
4th and 6.
You see the pressure by San Francisco. All right, just the pocket collapses. You're trying to get to the outside. Nowhere to go for Kenny Pickett.
Over the head of Robinson, who's defended by Ward.
So they will punt back.
For Presley Harvin.
What do you guys want to do? You want to switch over to the Bengals game? Let me know, because this is bad. This is bad. We got to pull a network switch here. You guys want to go to the Bengals game? Because at least that's a 7-point game, and it seems more exciting. Purple says switch. TN says yes. Everybody says, yeah. All right, let's do it.
Holy
Let's do
smokes. Aerial coverage brought to you by Lucas Oil.
In a big way last year. Here in this first game, they've shown the ability to take more shots downfield, and I think that will continue to expand.
First and 15. Give it to Chubb. One man whips. Chubb makes him pay, gets hit from behind and pushed forward to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 6 for Nick Chubb, who's such a catalyst for this Browns offense. Nick Scott with the tackle.
And that is so tough for a defense because watch, the play right here. You're in the hole and you're able to make, you think you're going to make the play, Mike Hilton. But he makes the change of direction and cuts past it. You think you got
Six says, wait, I need to adjust my shots now. All right, we switched over to the Bengals and the Browns,
just under 10 minutes to go in the
where it's a 7-point game.
Fake the handoff.
Watson dancing around.
Out of trouble.
There's a flag, and he gets picked off.
Picked up by Dax Hill with a penalty.
And it's maybe a penalty on the Browns, so count that interception.
Cincinnati ready for it. Hill and just
shout out to you, Joseph. Much love, man.
First round pick in 2022.
Holding offense number 77.
There it is. Count the pick.
Declined. First down, Cincinnati.
And it's going to stand. Turnover. Cleveland. Cincinnati gets the ball back, trailing.
So I guess we got here just in time for the action. As we get to a quick timeout commercial break. I'm probably going to need to change this title too. Yeah, I'll do that while we're on the commercial break. I guess I'll do it while we're on the commercial break. Forrest says, I've been watching this game and listening to your stream. Yeah, it's, it's tough. Just got to make adjustments when it's necessary. You know how we do. You gotta make the adjustments when necessary. Just like with life. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Tago says, good adjustment. Yeah, we gotta make adjustments when it's due. Gotta do it. Gotta do it when you gotta do it. Quick shout out to Perry coming through with the $10 super chat. Thanks a lot, Perry. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $9.99 donation. Thank you for the love. Much love to all of you and the Wrench Gang.
Do with it, Joe Mixon. Loss of 3 on the play. He got hit right away by Shelby Harris.
There's Zach Carter pursuing Deshaun Watson in the open field. He makes a really nice play, but that was supposed to be something big downfield for Cleveland. They dialed it up and schemed it. Had 2 receivers running on deep routes. They weren't open, or Deshaun Watson didn't find them in time, and he tried to throw something a little bit shorter, and Zach Carter foiled the play.
2nd and 13. Motion man Tyler Boyd. Burrow. Short pass handled by Mixon. Good cut by Mixon. close to the first down, not enough. Denzel Ward makes the tackle after the 11-yard catch and run.
And we talked in the first half about the loss of Samaje Perine to the Denver Broncos, their third down back who did such a good job in pass protection and catching the ball. They're trying to figure out who their third down back is. Could it be Joe Mixon? The biggest issue in the past has been pass protection. That's why he's come off the field. But they may have to go to him because he caught 60 balls last year and he gives them the versatility.
Part of the reason why they've been so poor on third down, the average that they've needed to get that first down is a high number. At the sticks, Chase. He's right there. And it's enough.
And he's going to get the first down. Jamar Chase.
They kept him away from the jam with the motion and pre-snap, and then watch his intelligence at the end of the play. Catch it, look where he sticks the ball to ensure he picked up the first down. Understood where he was. Look at this football intelligence right there. FBI, as a lot of the coaches like to call it, and he showed it off in a big way there.
How did Chase prepare for this game? He watched a lot of Philly stuff when Jim Schwartz was running that defense, just to look at tendencies. First down. Burrow feels the rush, and he just tosses it at the feet of Irv Smith Jr. Incomplete. Darius Smith put the heat. NFL Today update. All by himself, Boomer Esiason.
All righty, thank you, Ian. Justin Hill, 2 yards. That's his second of the day. The Ravens extend their lead over the Houston Texans, 22-6. Let's go back to Ian and Charles in Cleveland.
All right, there we go.
You know, again, all of these AFC North games,
second and 10,
play a factor because these teams are going to be bunched together.
And playing a lot of them early.
Yes.
Isn't Cleveland playing 3 of their first 4 within their division?
They are. Second and 10. Running play. Boy, it looked like Mixon was shot out of a rocket.
About 5 on the run.
5-yard pickup. He was looking for a face mask call as we go downstairs to Evan Washburn.
Guys, the respite was brief. The rain is back. It's now
Shout out to Bob.
That sideways wind cutting across this field. Joe Burrow's back to the glove. He's keeping it on his
Shields says Colts defense kicking our butts.
Like most of us right
I'm
now.
really surprised. But it's a new season, you know. You never know.
Hold on a second.
You never know.
Buried.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's called a scoop.
3rd and 5 for these Bengals.
From the gun.
Burrow, quick throw.
Lets it fly.
And that's going to be incomplete. No flags.
Receiver, Grant Delpit with him, step for step.
So what do you do here?
I mean, they tried everything here.
Take the
Grant
field goal.
Delpit, who's a safety, not normally in this type of coverage, does a really nice job against T. Higgins, who is wide receiver 2 for Cincinnati, be wide receiver 1 for most places. Chase and Higgins remind me in the old days of Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison being wide receiver 1. But
So
both
McPherson's going to kick the field goal.
Number 1s.
51-yard attempt for
Make this a
McPherson.
4-point game.
Career long of 59.
It is up.
51-yarder.
And it's no good.
It's no good.
Oh, my goodness. Bengals, what is going on?
Bengals come up empty. The Browns maintain their 10-3 lead here at home.
I'm really starting to question what's going on this year. Is this going to be the year where everything changes? Right? Where we start questioning the Bengals, we start questioning the Chiefs. What's going on here? Timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout commercial break. Ryan says Bengals cooked. The Bengals get beat in this game. It's gonna be another conversation we're gonna be having. Don CJ, you are enjoying this too much. Listen, I'm just happy football's here. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. And just like Jeff said, for $275 million, you better get the job done. That's all I've been saying. That's all I've been saying. Michael H. maybe question Vegas influence? Nah. No, considering what I just seen from Burrow. And listen, if you watched the Power Rankings video, I said that Burrow was in question because of his injuries. Pay attention to his movement in the pocket, how he's throwing, whether or not he's going to be throwing too fast. If he's trying to move that ball so he doesn't get hit, there's going to be a lot of incompletes. And so far, my assessment was correct. Let's just say it's not their finest hour. Pretty much, man.
When you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. And by the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Wet conditions. Evan Washburn handling them like a pro, but oh boy. We have a wardrobe malfunction.
Too many lap pull-downs this morning.
Nice quick move. Nick Chubb moving those legs. He'll get the first down, but there is a flag.
But a flag thrown back at the 39-yard line.
Hang in there, Ev. I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come down for a while yet.
Yeah, let's get Rich Valenza on line one.
Yeah.
There is no foul in the play. The rule of play stands. It is a first down.
So this play is going to stand. A 10-yard run for Chubb.
And he specializes in those, doesn't he? Those 10-yard runs, he's going to be one of the leaders. I think he has 100. He had 189 of them in his career coming into this game, which was the
shout out
most
to you,
in that
Jonas.
time frame for a running back in the NFL.
13 carries.
Yeah, we know the rival games are always
Chubb also had 21 yards
almost always like this.
Elijah Moore lines up as the running back, and he gets the call. There just wasn't enough room for him to work and turn the
Robert
corner.
says coming into week one, the Steelers are not who they thought they were.
On the play.
Not at all.
What we're seeing from Elijah Moore, to a lesser extent, Jamar Chase with the Bengals, the Falcons are getting a lot of attention for having what they call positionless players, guys you can use all over different spots. See more and more of that creeping into the game when you have players with these types of talents.
Obviously, Deebo Samuel has had so much success in that type of role.
The wide back.
6 minutes to go in the third. Watson.
Fake handoff. Watson keeps it still on his feet, breaking a couple tackles.
Pops off.
And he'll get 13 yards on the run, 1st and 10.
He got a hit in there, but it's a 13-yard gain for Watson and a first down.
And he ran it as a running back would. This was not a quarterback run, because watch how he's staying upright and running with power. He's not spinning to go down. He's spinning to try and gain yardage. Look at him take the hit and the full spin. And Nick Scott, believe me, when he brings it to you, you're going to feel it.
1st and 10.
First down for Cleveland. Back to Chubb.
And Chubb, he'll get maybe
nothing there.
A couple.
2-yard pickup.
2nd and 8.
On forward progress, B.J. Hill with a tackle for Cincinnati. So we're just looking at total yards right now. They've doubled them up. 263 yards for Cleveland, 126 total yards for the Bengals.
And right now, this type of drive we're seeing here, isn't this what Joe Burrow talked to us about?
University Bengals new coach Brian and his son, maybe
scoreboard and their ability to run
they will have a chance.
They make it difficult on you, and this is that type of a drive.
2nd and 8.
Putting out there right now.
2nd down and 8. Back for Chubb. He's got a hole.
Nice move. Chubb gets around that edge.
Spun down.
Nick Chubb's out here balling.
1-yard line by Awuzie. But he's going to wear you out. He's as fresh as he was to start the first quarter, and now the hope is that the defenders aren't as fresh.
And look at the offensive line taking charge. Everyone moved to the right in a zone blocking scheme, and Nick Chubb recognized the cutback was to his left. That's where the open space was. Offensive line collapsed the Bengals front down, and Chubb cut opposite against the grain for good yardage.
And the
1st and
effective
10.
running attack shortens the game. Clock is moving. Motion man is Moore. It's Chubb again.
And Chubb will get maybe a yard on that one.
Met immediately by Pratt. Half yard or so.
2nd and 10
on the play.
Jeff King says, folks, not pointing anyone out here, but understand this with the Vegas talk. If it were ever proven to be a fact that these games were fixed, it would be the end of the NFL, a multi-billion-dollar company. Well, listen, at the end of the day, if it was, by them being a billion-dollar company, they're the ones that has the money to keep everything hush-hush with the media, right? So soon as something viable actually comes out that if it were true, they got enough money to hush it up, make it disappear.
And to finish what you're talking about and see if I can join in, front office organization. Andrew Berry is the GM, solidified. Kevin Stefanski is the head coach. His team believes in him and likes him. Last year was kind of a mulligan year, and they still finished 7-10. Had a chance late in the season, but they were trying to get Deshaun
3rd and
Watson
10
going again. I think they're starting to have that stability that they've been seeking.
Yeah, throwing offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt, also the quarterback coach in his 4th year. We've talked about Jim Schwartz. They add Bubba Ventrone as the special teams coach. The throw from Watson, catch made by Moore, tracked down immediately by DJ Turner. 5-yard gain through the air, and it's 4th down, so it's Dustin Hopkins time.
So they ran it well.
Forrest says, let's put on our tinfoil hats. I mean, listen,
in terms of touchdown, but once again, another
gotta keep that mind open
to try and make it a 10-point
gotta keep it open.
game.
And once again, that theme, they're aspiring to what Cincinnati
Jeff,
has
you already
done
I know,
with
man.
that
You know, I know.
and consistency in the coaching staff, in their personnel, in their results.
I definitely know.
But interestingly enough, it's Cleveland that has controlled the head-to-head matchup the last few years. 34-yard attempt.
As the field goal is up,
knocks it through.
It is good. It's now a 10-point game, 13-3.
13-3. 2:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. You're watching NFL Kickoff presented by
you think it's tinfoil to believe the
TV.
casino would find additional ways to rig their games?
Started the 2023 NFL season. We've got the Battle of Ohio. First meeting was back in
I mean, if you want to say something's
1970.
rigged, I'll say point spreads are.
Cincinnati 52-47 all time against Cleveland.
Because they're able to move that line however they want to.
Meeting.
How about them getting started in Cincinnati? Paul
And
Brown
they've got years of analytics and data where they base the score up. They know how they generally know how these games are going to go.
That the NFL was
I would say that is a reality.
And his son Mike, who now of course runs the Browns, owns the Browns.
Now, saying that a game is rigged because someone makes a big play or defense does something that's questionable, I don't agree with that. But as far as the point spread is something that
Hopkins
is what you could probably say has the most play when it comes to betting.
Deep man is Chris Evans. 10-point lead for the Browns. And a touchback. On August 30th, the Bengals teamed up with Free Store Food Bank to host their annual Taste of the Bengals, a celebration that brings fans, players, and coaches together to help fight hunger in the Cincinnati area. Over the last 19 years, this partnership has helped provide over 7
like,
million
hush, Jay.
meals to members of
Telling
the
him too much.
community. This year's event.
Listen, I got to give them the game. I can't let my people sleep out here. I got to give them the game.
Members of this.
It's what they do with the game that matters. If they don't know what to do with it, then that's on them. But I'm here to give the message. You got to let them know.
As well. You don't see him anywhere without a Cincy hat on.
Joe Mixon leans forward and picks up 2 yards.
Mixon will
on
get
the
2
play.
yards on the run.
Karras, a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Couple of stints with the New England Patriots. Quick stay with the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, that famous last name, Karras.
Pretty good football family, huh?
Great uncle
Just
Alex,
as I'll give you that,
Lou.
Jay, players can be bought. Yeah, without a doubt. Players can definitely be bought. Refs can definitely be bought. But the entirety, no.
And he should have been in the Hall of Fame way earlier than he went in.
The entirety of it, no.
Burrow throws to the outside, caught by
That's going to be a
Chase.
first down. Jamar Chase,
So what
if he
kind of
gets 10
answers
yards
do we
on the
see
play.
here from Cincinnati? We just have not seen the typical Bengals offensive performance here. We could talk about the conditions. We could talk about the timing, the fact that Burrow hasn't had reps.
Yeah, I don't think any of that is the effect that maybe people will make it out. I think it's been much more the pressure from the Cleveland defensive front and the coverage on the back end. Answers? I think a few more of these quick passes that we're seeing from
First
Burrow.
and 10.
Get it from him out of his hand to someone quickly.
Toss play to Chase, and he'll get wrapped up.
Whole lot of bodies
maybe gets
in
a
that
couple
area,
yards.
and he picks up 2 yards. Taki over there defensively for the Browns. Under a minute to go in the third.
And how about how the Browns played that one? Just strung it out and then finished it. All that play was a dressed-up toss sweep that you would use with your tailback, and then decided to use the tailback as an extra blocker and pitch it to Chase. Nice job by
Vegas
the Browns
is
stacking that one up.
Dead on point spreads, except very few games closer to 90 to 95% right. Is that accurate? Can somebody actually verify that? I'm not saying you're wrong, Robert. I just want to know if anybody else has that number.
23, 68 yards. High ball. Looking for
it's going to be incomplete to Higgins.
holds
Are
up
they
once
about
again.
90 to 95% right
Another
with the
youngster in
spread?
that secondary, second year at a Mississippi
Because that's crazy.
State, a third-round draft pick in 2022.
The league will know his name. 15 passes broken up last year. He ran this route deeper than the receiver did. Look where he is.
Shout out to Patriot Politics. What up, man?
Pins him to the sideline.
What's going on with
and
you
he's
today?
the one out in front. T. Higgins does a nice job going over the top and essentially blocking off an interception.
And no catches for Higgins. His contract was a big topic of conversation during the offseason. They have not come to terms.
3rd and 8. Burrow throws short.
Quickly met Irv Smith Jr. by Grant Delpit. Well short of the first down.
Mike says, I don't know about the percentage, but games tend to be close to that line, especially in the NFL. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that numbers are the actual numbers out there somewhere if somebody could find it. Someone's really good with percentages and understands numbers and how to do that kind of research.
With the Browns in front, 13-3.
Does anyone actually know how close Vegas is when it comes to the spreads for the NFL games? Because 90 to 95% is very high. And I'm not saying that Robert's wrong. I just want to know the actual number because that sounds really, really high. Shout out to Quintonio. What up, man? What's going on with you? Because listen, if it was 90 to 95%, everyone who does sports betting would be a millionaire right now because you would just basically have to follow Vegas and you'd be good. So, yeah. Quick timeout, commercial break. Like, think about it. All you'd have to do is follow Vegas, and you'd be right 90% of the time. You'd make so much money, it'd be ridiculous. Hogwild says someone call the police. We have a crime scene in Pittsburgh. Oh, man. Jonas says they say it's 63% from Vegas. But listen, it's not that easy. Like, there's so many different variables to it. Is it money lines? Is it just point spreads? Like, 63% on spreads? Yeah, it just doesn't sound right, man. It's got to be low. It's got to be way lower than that. If I had to, and I'm guessing right now because I don't know the exact number, but I probably will look it up tomorrow. If I had to look up the actual number, it's got to be anywhere between, like, realistically, like 30%. Somewhere around 30%. It cannot be that high. Ryan says, do you think Cleveland's defense is this good or is Buffalo bad? I think Burrow's injuries are more significant than what they've highlighted them out to be. I'll tell you that.
And that may have been tipped it at least affected the kick. The snap seemed to be bobbled, and Matthew Adams got there extending out. None of that worked very well for Cincinnati. It's a 21-yard punt.
As you noted, didn't catch it cleanly.
No, so he didn't tip it, but
this was the issue right here.
It was rushed.
Because now, rookie punter, he's punted in a lot of big games. He played at Michigan, so a big crowd is not the big issue. But your first game as an NFL player, there's a little extra in there.
Sure. Well, that's where Cleveland's going to take over at the 36-yard line to open up this fourth quarter. Browns won their season opener last year, which was history in many ways.
First and 10.
Because they had gone 17 straight seasons without a win in the season opener. Njoku.
As Njoku gets it, and
target,
he'll slide.
6'4", 246. Nick Scott got him
for
down
15
low.
yards.
15-yard pass play for the Browns.
Njoku was starting to make his
46.4%, Bob.
Tight ends last year, and he's
Where'd you get that
continuing it here on
information?
opening day. What I'm seeing from Njoku and Watson getting him the ball is what I think Cincinnati's envisioning with Irv Smith as time goes on, now that he's been added to their roster.
26-24 win over Carolina, week 1, 2022. Last time they've had back-to-back week 1 wins, 93-94. Big run!
Another big run. And that's Ford for 17 yards. First and 10 for the Browns as they get to the 32.
That was the question coming into the season. The backups to Nick Chubb, would they be able to spell Chubb when necessary? Ford and Pierre Strong are the other two backs in that running back room.
Look at Teller right there. But the story was also the front side of that play. Jedrick Wills, 71, controlling at the line of scrimmage. And look at him making sure that no one can get to the outside and creates a major gap. 17-yard run there.
Charles, they have 186 yards on the ground. Looking for more with Ford. Had to ready himself.
Ford get about three on the run.
As the linebackers were making their way
Second
over,
down.
including Logan Wilson. 3-yard pickup.
And it's been smart play calling and game planning. Kevin Stefanski, Alex Van Pelt, and their crew. Because the strength of Cincinnati's run game is right at DJ Reader, number 98, inside defensive tackle, B.J. Hill. But what they've done is taken their guards, who are road graders, and Wyatt Teller and Joel Bitonio, and they put them on the move a lot today. A lot of pulling, getting to the outside, and letting the running backs go in behind them.
2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7. Browns on the move. Trying to work the middle. Ford.
42% on the spread.
A yard and a half. DJ Reader.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's probably more
an anchor for this
more
defense
reasonable.
In on the stop.
And you know who has not been a story, which means he is a story, and that's number 79, DeJuan Jones, the right tackle, who had to come into the game early when Jack Conklin went out with an injury. The rookie out of Ohio State. We're not calling his name, meaning he's being beat on a lot of plays.
Jeff King buffs open at 20 points. Did you get that one, Jeff?
Yeah, he's got great length. Native of Indianapolis. Tossed to the outside, brought in by Harrison Bryant. And a modest gain of 2 yards. So it's 4th down.
And when DeJuan Jones runs on the field, it tilts.
He's a
12 minutes left.
Man. Dustin Hopkins will come on.
4th and 3.
Field goal attempt. Hopkins out of Florida State. Also has a master's degree in international affairs.
Man of mystery?
I'm not going to ask him.
That's a good play.
So Browns will kick another field goal. It is good. Scores now 16-3.
They had to upgrade the kicker spot. Cade York was a 4th-round pick.
All right, quick timeout commercial break. 11:29 left in the clock. Bengals, what are you going to do? Your scores around the league. Ravens 22, Texans 9. Tampa Bay and Minnesota tied at 17 apiece. That's really interesting. Titans down now. Saints have 16, Titans 9, Falcons 17, Panthers 10. Jacksonville losing by 4. Colts up 21-17. This is a shakeup, ladies and gentlemen. The NFL is being shaken down right now, and we are all being hoodwinked, bamboozled. This is absolutely wild what's going on for week 1 as we take a quick timeout commercial break. Bass player, thanks a lot for the support. Hard 804, mad upsets, yeah. Chastity, yeah, I think week 1 is a test run. Started off with the Chiefs losing. I mean, you know, if you're a superstitious person, at that point you're like, you know what? Chiefs lost. Give me all the upsets. Give me all of them. Why not? Bengals lose. Vikings lose. Jacksonville loses. Yeah, give me all the upsets. Vikings and Tampa Bay could go either way. I agree, but I did expect more out of Kirk Cousins than Baker Mayfield. We can't deny that. Unless someone's out there saying that Baker Mayfield is better than Kirk Cousins. In which we should definitely have a conversation about it. If they do.
Your insurance needs. It's easy to Geico.
Rainy Sunday afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio. The Browns 16, the Bengals 3 to open up this 2023 NFL season. Nick Chubb, 16 carries, 91 yards. Deshaun Watson, 14 of 27, 139 yards, an interception, but he does have a rushing touchdown. And this is coming out to the 25-yard line with 11:29 to go, fourth quarter. Stream the NFL on CBS live all season long on Paramount Plus. Try it free at ParamountPlus.com/NFL. I will happily
Chastity says, what's wrong with Burrow? Burrow had a calf injury, but he's also had it in his right leg, but he's also had an injury in his left leg too. So I definitely think that's affecting his overall game.
Only 6 first downs. Burrow's throw. Felt like it was low, and it was. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. That got there on a bounce.
And still no catches, correct, for T. Higgins in this ball game. And we've seen this throughout. Between Joe Burrow and Deshaun Watson, a number of throws that are just dying at the end. And I have to believe the weather is playing a major factor because we've never questioned the arms of either one of them. And this Cincinnati team, their top players, someone, anyone, can they create a big play and help this Cincinnati team get ignited.
2nd and 10. Rush coming.
Burrow gets cracked and throws incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Burrow got bulldozed by Delpit.
And here comes more bodies.
Smoking all them
Burrow,
cigars.
Extra guy coming in on a delayed blitz. Grant Delpit, the safety.
Yeah, that'll
Quick
kill your
route.
lungs if you play football.
Ball can't get there because he doesn't have enough time to set up in the pocket. To create the big plays, you've got to be able to protect the quarterback, give him a little extra time.
Alonzo said I had to turn down the volume down on my Vikings game to hear y'all say the Vikings will lose. Vikings by a field goal. I had the Vikings for the W, Alonzo.
Shotgun for
That was my prediction.
On the move. Checks it down to Smith. Short of a first down. 6-yard gain. Okoronkwo is there defensively. Another one of those pickups. Signed to a 3-year, $19 million deal. Won a Super Bowl with the Rams. Then a stint with the Houston Texans.
And it looks like Cincinnati's keeping their offense on the field. They have hit that stage where nothing is really working. And Zach
Statistically, the Browns own Burrow. That's true. I agree with that. You're not supposed to inhale cigars. I don't think you should smoke as an athlete anyways, to be honest. Not that, you should smoke any, regardless, but especially as an athlete, as Burrow gets wrapped up.
Myles Garrett gets home.
Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett with the big sack. That's a loss of 13 yards.
Browns fever here in Cleveland.
So what's happened all game long?
So Ryan Devlin is sick.
Go? You got nowhere.
Ryan, that is terrible for you. You should probably join the DARE program.
There. And Myles Garrett is the one who gets home. One of the top sack guys in the league. Brian Callahan.
Burrow looks bad right now. Could you imagine you just paid somebody $270 million and they go out there and they do this? They get 3 points on the board?
Downs after a loss of 13
you just gave him $270 million a week ago.
Myles Garrett, who is very transparent and direct.
And this is how you get repaid?
He said, look, we've underachieved. I know this team can be better. I know that I can personally improve, be better on the field, and a better leader.
What Marcellus Wallace
from the 18-yard line. Running play, Chubb. Cuts to the outside, sheds a tackler.
Nick Chubb gets the first down.
First down.
Nick Chubb's running all over this defense right now.
Asking the question, why go for it there? Seems kind of early. Yeah, it's early on the scoreboard, but it's not early with the way this game's been played. He had no real choice to me because that offense is not moving.
First and goal.
Cleveland has stuffed them at every turn.
$275 million too soon. Yeah, they should have waited. They should have. They knew he was injured, so they should have pushed it off. Didn't they do that to Tua? They pushed Tua's contract off. They should have pushed Burrow's off. Wait till he came back healthy.
Handoff. Chubb.
Chubb with another 7-yard run, second and goal.
B.J. Hill saves a touchdown for now.
The Bengals should be asking for a refund right now.
He's putting his defense in a really tough spot, but his offense has had no life in it. He had to try and find something. And now Cleveland has a chance to slam the door.
Second and goal. Fake the handoff. Watson the flip.
Easy throw, and he slides for the touchdown. Watson to Bryant. Touchdown, Browns. My goodness.
The Cleveland Browns have been the sharper team. And they've got
says Jay Shamo. I had to do it.
Season opener.
I had to do it.
Super heavy with that formation. James Hudson came into the game.
This Browns defense got Joe Burrow saying what out here? What?
So they were showing heavy power run set.
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like.
Touchdown pass. Now you're going for two.
They speak English and what?
To 21.
And they're going for the 2-point conversion.
Fake it.
And Watson keeps it. And he gets it. Oh, my goodness.
He's got it. Put 2 on the board. Broke the play. Everything clicking for the Cleveland Browns.
This is nasty right now. This looks like the Steelers game. We literally switched from the Steelers to the same game. This is crazy. Well, as they say, any given Sunday, right? Quick timeout, commercial break. Oh, he's gone. All he had to do was cut. Was that a pick six, babe? Was that an interception? Oh, it was. Yeah, that could have been pick six. With a nice lateral. Wow. Natty T says, dog check. I tried to warn you, Jay. Listen. Y'all know me. I take accountability when I'm wrong. I thought Burrow had it in him. I was like, listen, the man got paid his money. He's Joe Burrow. He's icy. He's Joe Cool. Joe Camel. And you know, here we go. There you go. They had Joe Burrow on the marble packs at one point. Now he's about to lose that endorsement. Michelle says, no, stop it. You can't complain. You said we needed to have some dominating wins, decisive and powerful. Now we got 2 of them today. Good golly, you can't have both. Michelle, listen, you're totally right. I wanted dominating victories. I just didn't expect the team to do it that's doing it. That's all. But you were absolutely right. Dominating, convincing victories. Shout out to the 49ers and the Browns for holding it down with 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They said Joe Camel's getting smoked right now. Oh, man.
5 around this team. We went in, met with the Browns on Friday. You could feel it around the facility. And I know,
Michelle, we saying the same thing.
There's a lot of positivity.
We saying the same thing, Michelle. I didn't go back on my word. I'm just saying I'm surprised by the team. That's all.
In this particular
I thought the
case,
reverse was going to happen. I thought it'd be the Bengals with 24. That's all.
And you've been around false positivity on opening day.
I'm definitely getting what I asked for. That is for sure.
As soon as you came in, and Joe Burrow having a tough time in this one. And Deshaun Watson, the most free he's played football since the time he
all right, first and 10 for these Bengals.
Starting to get looser and looser on the field.
Burrow throws it.
Quick throw that be caught by Chase for 6 yards.
30-yard line.
Second and 4.
Jamar Chase with a quick hitter for 6 yards. Clock is moving under 9 minutes to go. Cincinnati in no rush here, though, down 24-3. No real sense of urgency.
Sean White says, who they? Nobody.
It's almost like at this stage, they're playing for next week. You know,
Michelle says I'm ready for the pop quiz.
Getting Joe Burrow some reps.
I should do that. I should start asking questions from my previous videos, like who'd I have for number 5 on the power rankings, and see who gets it right. See who's actually paying attention.
Burrow takes a deep shot.
As Burrow goes to Chase, that's going to be incomplete. Third and 4.
Well, you guys have laid it out so well throughout this game, but just to give you a sense, field
Tactical says, Jay, my Titans can't do anything but kick field goals today. Emotional Davis needs emotional support, bro.
He's
wow.
Down the sideline. He's bombastic.
Well, we got to hit the button for the Titans.
A setup like this right now.
Emotional damage.
I think that's the pulse of this team.
Atlanta's up 24-10 against the Panthers.
Yeah, Evan, I talked with Brandon Lynch on their coaching staff who played for Jim earlier in his career. Says that Jim
Buccaneers and the Vikings still tied at 17 apiece.
Fully bought in with him.
Third down and 4. Chris Evans is met very quickly by Delpit, who has been all over the place for the Cleveland Browns. It's a loss of 1.
I'm confused. Did these coaches prepare for week 1? Like, what is going on?
Because they gave up the touchdown last time at 24-3. They were going for it before.
Do they think they're still in preseason? Is that what happened? They're like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and use the same scheme from preseason.
That might be too big a hill to climb.
We'll beat the Browns with that. It's fine. We don't got to do anything different. Just go with the same kind of game plan we did in preseason.
Cincinnati Bengals.
This is wild.
Another punt for Brad Robbins. Sends Peoples-Jones back to the 18-yard line. Snakes his way out of trouble and gets hit at the 23.
So the first and 10 at the 23 for the Browns. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, Nick Chubb.
Michael H. says Burrow got the bag and forgot how to play football.
Guys that you know is going to show up every Sunday for the Cleveland Browns.
Absolutely, and he's also won.
Tato says, Jay, you know, opening weekend is insane. Fundamentals. That's what I'm saying. Like, where's the game plan? This is what the Bengals planned for?
Vision to go against the grain when the hole
What the
opens
hell
on
is
the
going on?
backside. Because sometimes plays are blocked that way. They're designed to look like they're going one way, but the crease is in the opposite direction.
Jerome Ford is in there with 7:37 to play in the fourth. Now the Browns comfortably in front. Give this to Ford.
And hand off to Ford. He'll get about a yard on the play.
Gain of a yard and a half.
2nd and 8.
B.J. Hill combining with Cam Sample to bring him down. Meanwhile,
Ryan Devlin says Burrow didn't practice. I heard it took him all week to count his money.
So we talked about these early season divisional games. You look up at the schedule. Bengals go back-to-back. Browns go back-to-back.
Don't they get their game checks like the day of the game?
The AFC North early.
Almost feels like a
right? Isn't it like the day of the game they get their game checks?
But you can certainly put yourself in a major.
He got paid $55 million this morning, and yeah.
Off to Ford.
It's not looking like it's worth it.
DJ Reader took him and then tossed him. Gain of 1.
Ford had the fumble early in the game. Jermaine Pratt knocked the ball out of his hands. He'll be going into those piles, both hands, using shoulders to try and cover it, because you know the Bengals are going to be clawing and scratching, trying to knock the ball free and give himself some great field position.
Well, it was a different setup with Kareem Hunt. You knew he was.
Jags just took the lead. They're up by 3 now, 24-21. 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game.
Because of the way this game has gone, they can feed Ford the football here a bit in the fourth quarter.
And he needs the work because he didn't get much of it in preseason because he had a pulled hamstring.
3rd and 7.
Ford.
And Ford can't get it. I don't know why you go for the run there.
Loss of 1, 4th down.
And one other thing. Some of those Kareem Hunt
weird
plays
play call, Cleveland.
will now be taken by Elijah Moore.
Yeah,
they'll take that labor and move it in another direction as they continue to diversify their offense.
Well, I think they're just more multiple, and that was something Deshaun Watson talked about. Different offense from last season, similar scheme, but new looks, guys in different places, and the fact that they can come at you from a number of different angles with different personnel. Jorquez, who set a very positive tone in the first half with his punting. Charlie Jones at the 19. Flag down. And Jones brought down as he crossed the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's going to make a change at quarterback as well, so that'll do it for Joe Burrow. Few days after
Sheila
becoming
says this game
the
is
highest
giving me a
paid player in
migraine.
the NFL, Burrow.
There's a lot of upset people today, that's for sure.
On NFL kickoff weekend, Jake Browning, third-year QB out of Washington, will check in here in the fourth.
A little bit of a surprise. He won the backup job in camp. They brought in Trevor
During the
Siemian.
kick, number 29 of the kicking team went voluntarily out of bounds. It's a 5-yard penalty tacked on from the end of the run. First down, Cincinnati.
All right, field position will change here. 5-yard difference after the penalty.
Wow.
Jake Browning, practice squad with Minnesota, with Cincinnati, with the Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year back in 2016. For
This is
Washington.
why starters should play preseason. Yes.
9 interceptions.
I agree.
Through 91 touchdown passes senior year in high school. Not career, senior season.
As Mixon gets
gains
wrapped
a
up.
yard.
Gets only a yard on the play. 2nd and 9.
We hit 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Definitely seeing a number of backups come into the game now. Ivy League being represented. Number 80, Andre Yosivash, the heptathlete, wide receiver out of Princeton, making his appearance.
All Ivy League. Also ran track in college. Major athlete. See if
what did 5 figure say to the face? Slap.
Just keep it on the ground and run that clock. Joe Mixon for 1.
Fire King Edits, what up, man? Jeff, and you know what the problem is?
So you're Cincinnati.
It's not like he just got paid
you got to go back to the drawing
a ton of
board.
money. right? Because he's a good quarterback.
Would be a challenge based
he
on
has the
reps
highest
for
contract
Joe
in the
Burrow.
league.
Maybe you didn't
He's
expect
the
weather to
highest
play
paid
such a large
player
role. By the way,
in the
both teams have to
NFL
deal
right
with the
now.
conditions. But what
This is how you
becomes
perform
the
after
main
that?
point of emphasis for the Bengals?
Well, the first thing is, they've been there
It's
before.
crazy.
0-2 start last year, had the big rush, got to the playoffs, and were a major factor.
Shout out to
with the
Tyrone
AFC
Johnson
Championship
for
game
subscribing. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel.
Was lost more by their own errors.
Thank you for
But
subscribing.
This game, thoroughly beaten by Cleveland. That's a little bit different what they're taking with them out of game one this year than it was last year.
Chase and Ward, the matchup, and Ward wins the battle.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Pass from Browning took a little while to get there. That is the 7th 3-and-out of the day for the Cincinnati offense.
And look who's applying the pressure. Myles Garrett. Look at the play on the corner. Denzel Ward. At the end of every year, these coaches all go out and go to clinics and teach. This is a clinic tape on coverage in the secondary today with pressure up front.
Punt number 10 for the rookie Robbins. Peoples-Jones, the fair catch of the 19, 41-yard kick, 3:41 to go here in the fourth. Coming up next, game 2 of our NFL on CBS doubleheader. Most of you will head to Foxborough, the defending NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New England Patriots. All hail Sunday. The NFL is on CBS and streaming.
Eagles, Patriots coming up next after we take a quick break.
That lineup coming up. Raiders,
guys,
Broncos,
you don't have to go anywhere.
AFC West battle.
Also,
And
when
let's
you
face
guys
it,
get over there,
the
make sure you hit that
Tua
like,
Herbert
that thumbs up. It is much
That's what
appreciated.
it is. 5 and
Try to
6
get
in
that
the
to
draft,
100
one
before we
after
start the
other.
Eagles-Patriots game.
Going head to head now. Dolphins taking on the Chargers.
Hand off to Ford.
Maddie, I would hold him, man.
Down after the game.
I would hold him.
What does this do for the Browns in terms of perception? Because I think coming into the season, they were in that mystery category, a team that could surprise
Purple says Jay
people,
sounds like a hater.
or
No, Jay
would
sounds
they
like he's
fall
being
into
realistic.
Some of the habits that we saw
I know
last
you're
year.
in love
You and I do the same
with
thing
Joe
in the
Burrow,
offseason. We get a lot of
Purple,
calls, radio
but the
shows,
reality
talking about
is
the NFL.
your
How many times did you
$270
get a call?
million
No matter where it was in the
quarterback
country. In the AFC
needs to
North,
put up
Browns
more than
could
3
surprise.
points.
And after a while, I said they're no longer surprised.
Okay.
Everyone's talking about
Okay.
it. They have to go out and confirm that. Today was a great start towards
Second and
confirming
9.
that they're going to be a factor.
Spin by Ford. Picks you up 1.5 yards.
I think that they have to treat it a little bit like Dan
Michael A
Campbell
says,
talked
of
about
course,
the win
Jay
of
is
the
happy.
Lions
He's a
over
Bills
Kansas
fan.
City.
Everything about this is great
Everyone
for the
else goes,
Bills.
"Boy, great
Stop
surprise
telling
there."
my
And he's
secrets,
like,
Michael
"No,
H. I don't need
not
everybody
really.
to know
We just
that I
thought we were
secretly
going to be
want the
pretty good if
Bengals to
we proved
lose,
it."
even though I
think that
predicted them to
Cleveland
win the
feels
game.
the same way, but they have to keep putting it out there week after week.
It's not like it helps
They're
out the
down and 7.
Bills, right?
More reps
Third
here
and
for
7.
Jerome Ford. Fake it, Watson, flip it. First down, Jordan Akins, former teammates in Houston. Watson and Akins. Baseball background for Akins. 3rd-round pick in the Major League Baseball draft in 2010 by Texas, and then eventually
Oh, Jaguars go up 31-21. I think they got a pick or a fumble earlier.
NFL draft picks up 12 yards.
Curveball will send you back to tight end.
Tampa Bay's up 3,
You
20 to
scouted it?
17.
The curveball will send you back to. He hit a few
Titans are
bombs
down
when he was in the
4,
minors.
16
Remember,
to 12.
You know Shaq Thompson with Carolina? I think he hit one something in his one stint in the minor leagues and said, you know something, this football thing, I like it.
I got
Came
the
on
Eagles,
back.
Robert.
DJ Reader, baseball star in college as well. 2-yard pickup there.
Imagine Reader throwing that fastball at you.
No.
I mean, what?
Wake
They
up
sign
in a
him
cold
knowing he has
sweat.
2 bad legs, so that's on them. No, I
2
agree
minutes
with
to
that,
play.
Purple. Without a doubt. That's without a doubt. My thing is, you knew he had 2 bad legs, and you still decided to give Forrest Gump $270 million. My name Forrest Gump. Why would you still give this man $270 million knowing that he needs braces on his legs right now? That's serious. That's not even a joke. That's like the reality of it. His calf is injured. His left leg is bad. So why would you give him $270 million? Stupid is as stupid does. Life is like a box of chocolates. You guys know. Oh, man. Joe Cool straight up. Yeah. No, he did. They should have pushed his contract off just to see how things were going to go. And I feel like we would have got a better game because he would have understood the incentive of him playing properly, opposed to the Bengals fans getting dogged out for the last 4 quarters. But hey, I just call it how I see it. To some of you guys, that's hate. To some of you guys, that's me being Jay, and that's me being real. George says Ryan Leaf wants to make a comeback. Shout out to you, George, as we get to the 2-minute warning. Timeout commercial break. You guys are hilarious. Purple, I know, it's all love. It's football season. We're going to talk all kinds of garbage. 49ers is up 30-7. And Pickett's still in the field. Get him out of there before he gets hurt. He just got sacked. Unbelievable. 29 for 44. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Sparktabulous, he's still thinking about Jenny. That's all I have to say about that.
Final 2 minutes here in Cleveland with the Browns up 24-3 on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Wait. 180.
Ford goes down.
Ford loses his footing, goes down. That'll be
contact.
3rd and 11.
It's going to set up 3rd down.
And the clock will just roll.
Clock moving. Stay tuned. NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars. Time permitting. JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, JJ Watt, Coach Cowher. All the latest NFL scores and highlights here in Week 1.
Shout out to Bob.
For Chubb, 18 carries, 106
what's up, Sabrina?
Chubb,
Sabrina Harrington in the house. Shout out to the Wrench Gang.
targets,
Says, hey, Jay and everyone. Missed you guys. Happy Sunday kickoff. Glad to have you back, Sabrina. Welcome to a new season.
In motion. They're ready for Ford, and he is taking some hits, including
Bengals and Chiefs got exposed this week. Listen, if my Bills Mafia closed the deal,
down to a minute left.
It's going to look real interesting.
Well, gotta go back. Last time the Browns won their season opener at home in Week 1, 2004. Defense held the Ravens to 3 points. Jeff Garcia led the offense, passing and rushing touchdown. Cleveland a winner.
Shout out to Rashawn Lane coming through with the Cash App donation.
Won in Week 1 games at home.
Shout out to you, Rashawn. Thank you for the support, my friend. Bills Mafia.
High kick from Bojorquez. Fair catch at the 18-yard line. 53-yard kick. Bojorquez at 7 punts on the afternoon. So don't forget, NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars.
Robert, you mistake that if word for win. I apologize. I meant win. When the Bills close the deal.
Around the league.
There is no if in that statement. All right, so quarterback Jake Browning, who probably should have played instead of Burrow today. Maybe he would have showed what he would have done for the $270 million. We'll kneel this thing, and that'll end the game, ladies and gentlemen, 24-3. Next up is going to be your Eagles and Patriots. We'll get that going in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Grab something to eat, hang with the lady for a short, and I'll be back. I will see you guys momentarily. Eagles, Patriots, coming up. Tactical says, Jay, I'm excited for Monday night. Riding the Bills train tomorrow. Listen, You better grab you a team tomorrow. Cause it's gonna be a lot of talking. It's gonna be a lot of talking. You better choose a side. You better choose the right side, cause it's gonna be crazy. All right, I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.